with me. I said, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, lovely day. How everybody doing out there? It's your boy Boogotti NYC with the crooked camera right now, but we still gonna do what we gotta do. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Thank you so much. That's my 1-2 punch right there because I can't keep it moving if I don't know y'all can hear me. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let me check my time real quick. Let me see what we got over here. Hope everybody's good. Everybody good this morning? Yeah, we got a little bit of rain conditions in New York. I know I hear you guys out there talking about y'all got some snow in different parts of where you guys are at. But guess what? We still gonna make it through and make it do what it do, baby. Everybody good out there? Okay, audio seems a little low. Sam Champion said that. It's actually pretty loud. Yeah, it's pretty loud. Oh, thank you so much. Boop boop doop doop. Ow, Sam Champion with the assist. With the assist. With the assist this morning. Star Screech reporting for duty. Can't get it past him this morning. Hey, Batty, I still love you, babe. And yeah, where you at right there? There we go. That's because I had it inside on the vest when I got it set up, and then I rushed to put the jacket on. There's always a reason for something. Y'all know what I mean. The reasons. Got to get them prayers up for Miss Swanza, Liberty and Justice, Wise Eyes, Mark Dorfman, Jamal. Got to pray for Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. I want to pray for Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice, Casey Ramos, Daniel. Always got to pray for Beyond. Got to pray for Terry, Miss Swanza. I want to pray for Sam Champion for looking out just now too. Want to pray for myself. We're praying for health, love, happiness. Want to pray for good times, good spirits, and making sure that we show care for each and every one of us. That's right. We're not a party. We're a human race. That's how we do it around here. Also want to pray for tooling around Batty Lynn, Yolanda, Sweets. Can't forget about Teddy. Can't forget about Justin. Can't forget about Jordan. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Jordan. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. All you guys out there. Terry. Can't forget about Mark Dorfman, Casey Ramos. Yeah, my brother Casey Ramos. Amen. Let's go. I'm ready to go. I said they're ready to go. I think it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. Mm, 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 mm. Wind it up. Mm, mm, mm. So we wind it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I think it's about 6 o'clock here. Yeah. Oh, okay. And you know we gotta do it every morning, no matter what the season is. Oh, we gotta open up those pores. Uh, 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 we gotta open up those pores. Uh, Where we at, y'all? Open up those. Open up those. Uh. Uh. It's Thursday the 7th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that, and chat, and this, and this, and that, this, and that, and chat, and this, and that. Always gets me lit. Woo! How everybody doing this morning? It's all good out here. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Put a smile on your face for absolutely no reason. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. What else do I have to say? Trump. Is Iran finally giving into the blockade pressure? I don't know. We're going to find out. I hope everybody good. We got rain and overcast out here today, but guess what? The sun is shining and there's plenty of light in here. So we're going to keep on moving. Who we got up in the building that just popped in? I see Jack. I see Money Tree, my brother in here. I see Tony Wright, Queen Shay. Who else we got up in here? Kendra. Sandra Walker. Ooh, Miss Keisha. Dara. Okay, Dara Murray. God bless the child 808. Who else we got up in here? Let's go. We got Renaya, RN Blakely. Sam Champion, we be talking about this and that and health and wellness. Don't forget about the animals and that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I like that. I'm about to throw that up in there too. Good alley-oop over there. Hope everybody's good. I don't know what it is, but I'm just lit up right now. You guys feeling under the weather or you're feeling bad? Maybe you want to take some of this energy because I'm feeling real good this morning, you guys. Who that right there? Flavor Talk Works at 9150. God bless you too. And I hope you're having a fantastic morning. Flavor Talk's always here doing your thing. I fucks with it. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. And y'all ready? Because I think it's about time. We done did the prayers. I got to keep on making sure that all my people is in there. Sometimes I remember certain people and sometimes I don't. But don't think that we don't pray for every single person and we don't always share the love here. We don't just do it on purpose. We really mean it. So what I'm about to say is what? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I ask you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from because we're about to go in right now. I'm telling you. Keep the dialogue on the topics, and this way we have great topics and great stuff. I mean, great subject matter and great stuff to talk about. I'm really going to also ask you guys, I need a favor. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I really need that. Why? Because I really like to go find out where other places that we can find the news at. You already know we go everywhere. Only place that we haven't been is shit, we done been to Mars and on Mars. Yeah, we done been on the moon too. So I can't even exclude the moon. But we've been everywhere. Mount Everest, everywhere. That's how we do it around here. We like to keep it functional so everybody here can get something out of our news. We got a lot of trending topics and current events and much, much more. So you know what I'm gonna say right now? Let's get into these titles. Let's go. We got work to do, y'all. What? Is Iran finally giving in to the blockade pressure? We're talking about the Strait of Hormuz, Iran, and the WAR going on with United States and Iran. It's so flip-flop tennis ball, tennis game right now. We have no idea what's going on. One day they're doing this, another day they're doing that. Until it's over, that's when we're going to believe it. But over here, main thing that we care about is what? The people that's losing their lives, the kids and the mothers and the families and the elderly people. So yeah, we just want it to be over. Let's get into the next topic, you guys. What we got over here in the thumbnail is how did Trump-backed candidates crush the primaries? Yeah, seems like everybody that Trump was behind, they forged forward and they were able to win their seats. Let's keep on moving forward. Last but not least, because now we got the Hantavirus. It's an outbreak where 3 die and many others are sick aboard a vessel. You've probably been hearing about this, the Hantavirus. It's made its way up to us, you guys. We got a report on it. We got that and much, much more. So you know what I'm gonna say right now, right? I got my water, but you can get your tea in your 55 coffee house if you guys ready, and we can get ready and get this thing going because it's time for the news. Let's do what we do, you guys. I hope you guys have had a great evening. It's time. Let's see what the rest of what President Trump had to say yesterday. Then we're gonna get into some other topics and trending topics as well. Let's go.
And it's a beautiful balcony on the White House. And do you have any questions? Only for the fighters now, I think. They want to ask about Iran and a couple of other things.
I can try on the
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'll bridge this. Here you go.
Yes,
You're facing. Well, I'll try. Wait. This will work. You're facing an opponent right now in Iran that has refused to submit. You seem optimistic now, so you may be closer to a deal. What's different about this moment now than in other moments where a deal has seemed close?
Now that was slick. He said, don't say nothing about Iran, but they were talking about sports. So he was smart about the way he flipped this question in there. That was pretty smart.
Well, why do you say they refuse to submit? You don't know that. You don't know what's going on. And a few days ago was a long time ago. You know, in the world of war, a few days ago. Now they want to make a deal badly. And we'll see if we get there. If we get there, they can't have nuclear weapons. You know, it's very simple. But what's not to submit? So they had a Navy with 159 ships, and now every ship is blown to pieces and lying at the bottom of the water.
Good morning, everyone.
Of course, lots of planes, and they don't have any planes. They don't have any anti-aircraft. They don't have any radar left. Their missiles are mostly decimated. They have probably 19%, but not a lot by comparison to what they had. And their leaders are all dead. So I think we won. Now it's only a question of, look, if we left right now around, it would take them 20 years to rebuild. You would call that, we're in good shape, right? Fantastic. We're in good shape. And now we're doing well, and we have to get what we have to get. If we don't do that, we'll have to go a big step further. But with that being said, they want to make a deal. We've had very good talks over the last 24 hours, and it's very possible that we'll make a deal. Yeah, please.
We will see, because we keep on getting the tennis racket back and forth, and that's why they keep asking questions like that. Can't get mad at them, because, yeah, let's see what's really going on out in the field, the battlefield, which is the urban field, because that's where they're doing this at, waging WAR, where children and families live at. It's never like the old school. Remember, they had the respect to run out there with the muskets, talking about, oh, they be in the field. Nah, they don't do that no more. They want to do it in the open. Well, all of us got to be involved with that stuff. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go.
President Trump this morning has just issued a new threat to Iran, saying on social media that unless its leaders agree to an end to the war, bombing will start and will be at a much higher level and intensity than before.
And this comes just hours after he paused Project Freedom because he said progress has been made to make a deal with Iran to end the war. But Axios reports the U.S. and Iran are close to a one-page agreement to create a 30-day window for negotiations to try to reopen the strait and end Iran's nuclear program. But Iran has resisted giving up its enriched uranium. And Secretary of State Marco Rubio says that's non-negotiable.
If Iran had a nuclear weapon and they decided to close the straits and make our gas prices like $9 a gallon or $8 a gallon, we wouldn't be able to do anything about it because they have a nuclear weapon.
I still don't understand how that's possible. Yeah, with the nuclear, probably threats, but still, how come with 1% of our oil and our stuff coming out of there? I would be scared if they did have a nuclear. I'm not even going to play with you guys on that, but I'm still trying to get the understanding of how are we paying so much gas if only 1% of our gas is supposedly coming through the strait? Oh yeah. Oh, you think?
President Trump is
Oh, you finished? Because I'm not. Oh, because we could have kept on going on that topic if you had something for me. Let's see what's going on with this here. Because, yeah, it's kind of time to talk about this. What's this approval rating? Is this his approval rating right now? Because I wasn't really going into this too much because I didn't really know what was going on. But we got a situation over here with the approval rating. And I want to ask you guys right now from the beginning of our show, our bottom line. We do this a lot. I'm gonna start it all over again. You all ready? We're gonna make it simple. If you still or if you do approve of President Trump, you hear me? If you still or you approve of President Trump's actions, I'd like to have a thumbs up. That's simple. If you disapprove or do not like President Trump's actions, we're going to ask for a thumbs down. Reason why we're asking for that right now is because the last few days, everyone's been talking about approval rating. We can't go off of the news. We're not supposed to. I'd like to go off of real people and see what it seems like here. Please, you guys, along with me, pay attention to the hands here and let's see what we're getting. Because so far, it looks as if half and half. It looks as if we are basically half and half on these agreements and approvals right here. And I got to keep on saying it. Okay, the maybe up by 1 or 2 right now on thumbs up. Okay, 3, maybe 3 up, 4, 5's up, 6 up. Okay, you got more thumbs up coming up now. Got a lot more approval coming up. I see a lot more approval with just 1 thumbs down so far. Okay. Okay, yeah, still thumbs up. So you approve of all of the actions when it comes down to the WAR. You also approve of the economical situations that are going on right now as well. And you're willing to stick in for a little while when it comes to the gas prices and things of that nature. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm right with you guys. I just need to know because we need to look at these numbers right here because it's not going to give us like major numbers or overall, but it will give you an idea of what people are really thinking out there and not listening to the news all the time. You know what I'm saying? I think we're probably half and half, but we're probably, I want to say 75-25 when it comes. Nah, it's more now. It's about 78% thumbs up and about yeah, we got about 78% thumbs up right now. Okay, we got to keep on moving forward. Okay, what you got over here? I've learned one thing in life that all politics smell like a bad toilet, so don't get caught in the approval ratings. It's not about their approvals. I want to know what the people out here are feeling. Because we got polls and stuff that are coming in from like Forbes and everything, where they're talking about approval ratings. You know, they're talking about the approval rating is 41 is a down 41% according to Forbes Harris X poll, with its poor marks among U.S. adults centered around how he has handled the economy, inflation. Trump received approval of 41% of Americans, while 55% disapproved the president's of his economical policies. They're widely unpopular as he holds a 62% disapproval rate on inflation, 32% approve on a 58% disapproval rate on economy, with 37% approval and a 56%, because this is the categories that they're talking about. It's a 56% disapproval rate on the tariffs and trade policy, and 37% approve. I think this is a mixed bag over here, you guys. They've got 56. I've got us on our show a little higher as far as our approvals when it comes down to President Trump. Thank you guys for your participation. And that's how we rock over here. This way we keep everybody involved and we stay on topic. Love it. Also, if you guys want to be a part of the show and you have not already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's actually free. Share, let everybody know where we're at right now. Hit that share, send it over there, drop it in your Facebook titles. Yo, this is where we at right now. Let everybody know. Also, there's a bell down there. That's to let everybody get notified. If you don't have on your notifications, hit that notification bell and hit all. That means you get all the notifications, even when we hit the streets and do the man on the streets. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got some more information on the protester, Guido Rachester. Blah, blah, blah. He finally came down from his high perch upon the Kennedy Bridge. I'm sorry, where was that? The Frederick Douglass Bridge in D.C. See what's going on with this guy. Yeah, they had to bring out all sorts of police, fire department and things like that. They used the cherry picker and got him down from like a respectable level. And I guess his protest is over now. I don't know how he could have did it, because there's no way I would have been up there that long. They said he was able to stay up there for about what, 4 days or something like that. Not your boy. I couldn't have did it. I don't think so. How many other people? Yeah, you want to get your message out by doing something like that? Boots on the ground, different kind of war. I don't believe in the boots going over though, 55. Lisa, I don't believe in the boots going over, because it's a different kind, just like you said. Yeah, they thought it was easy when the Vietnam thing went down, until they got up under there and they started dealing with the underground. So yeah, I know about all of that. Once you get on the ground, it's different. It's much different. So yeah, we got some protesters out there supporting him. They never could find no real band. They always got to find these people with no rhythm. Sound like a tribal bounce or something. Like, come on, for real. Hey, but you know what? He got the guts to climb up there and do it. He got all the eyes to be on him for a little while. Maybe that was enough for his mission. You know, maybe that was enough for him. Maybe that was just actually enough for him to get his point across.
An anti-Trump protester who spent 5 days atop the Frederick Douglass Memorial Bridge in Washington, D.C., climbed down on the morning of May 6th. Guido Reichstader, an activist from Florida, scaled the 170-foot structure on May 1st to protest the Iran war, President Donald Trump, and artificial intelligence. He documented his protest daily on social media. By May 5th night, with his water supply depleted since Sunday, Reichstader announced he would dissent. He posted on X that he expected to go to jail and planned to hand off his account. He was safely brought down May 6th morning.
That's
The
right,
bridge
Frederick. Mine
briefly
too.
closed for about 30 minutes during the operation. Authorities had monitored the situation since he climbed up, with negotiators urging him to come down. This was not Reichstader's first time on the bridge. He scaled it in June 2022, protesting the overturning of Roe v. Wade for 28 hours. In his final message, he urged supporters, quote, end the wars, stop AI, free DC, and hope.
He said he knew he was going to get arrested too. So he was prepared for it. He already knew that they was going to lock him up. They probably let him out. Watch your head. That's right, you guys. They're going to let him out. They'll let him out in a little while. He probably going to get a couple of months or whatever like that. Disorderly, disturbing the peace, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we got to get into some real serious information right here because and you guys know what I'm about to do right now because I always like setting you up. Y'all see the little, I can't even hold it back. Look at me telling them myself. Y'all see what's about to happen right here, right? They're like, he about to do that thing he always do. No, I'm not. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to tell y'all about a lady that I know you guys really like. And every time you see her, you know, you're really for her. And everybody really cares about, you know, her mission statement, her people, and they don't really believe all the stuff that they say about her. I know you guys know who I'm talking about. So without any further ado, someone that you know and love, I'm talking about none other than Ilhan Omar. She faced the deadline for the Minneapolis fraud paperwork. She was supposed to come and show everything, but she didn't seem to show up, you guys. I tried to hold it back. I really did. I really tried to hold it back. They said she ain't show up, y'all.
So lawmakers are demanding Representative Ilhan Omar turn over all
Meanwhile, we got a living Bratz that's reporting the news. Yes, you remember the Bratz dolls. I'm sorry for throwing us off, but yeah, a little bit too much on the lift to the face.
records tied to the Feeding Our Future fraud investigation. The demands coming after Omar did not appear before a state oversight committee to examine her possible connections. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. Jeff, we know today was the deadline for Omar to turn over those documents and answer any questions in writing. Did she comply?
So Omar did not turn over those documents to the House Fraud Prevention Committee as
No, you don't say. She didn't. What do you mean she ain't in them paper? Stop it, y'all. You know they made a mistake. They must go check the mailbox again, y'all, because I know she sent them papers over there. It must be something wrong.
requested. Chair Kristen Robbins telling us last week that despite writing to the Congresswoman 2 weeks ago, she anticipated not getting a response by today's deadline.
She does, I think, need to come and explain herself to Minnesotans. And I hope we hear from her by Tuesday, but I don't have a lot of optimism, unfortunately.
Now, during today's hearing, the committee did vote to subpoena Omar, forcing her to turn over documents related to the Feeding Our Future fraud scandal. And
Oh my God, she couldn't find a better rap that day. What Lisa said. No, I want to go to Liberty first. Liberty and Justice says all political parties are welcome here. Democrat, Republicans, Independent, and we appreciate you always on the channel. Civil discussion and finding solutions. Welcome to Our Bottom Line. 55 Coffee House Lisa says the accountant ate her papers. The accountant ate her paperwork. Let's go, y'all.
the Meals Act, which she introduced, including all emails and text messages between her office and those connected to the case. But the subpoena vote, which needed a 2/3 majority in order to move forward.
See, this is the part that I don't like, and I wanted to catch it while still on screen. And this is the part I don't like about you guys that's so stuck into your parties. I'm sorry, maybe a promotional party or something going on, I'll be open about, but not an entire party that sees negativity, that notices something wrong and still won't do something about it. I mean, that's just not right, you guys. If you know somebody on your team ain't living right and ain't doing what they got to do, I mean, like, and instead of just being like, "Oh, I'm going to be gung ho and whatever, I'm going to flip it the other side." I don't see it as being right. I understand standing by your people and making sure that they know that you're there for support. But when it comes down to stuff like this, unless she'd be like, "Yo, y'all, come here, man. At least I want to show my people what's going on and show us the paperwork and figure and let us understand what's going on," then I'm going to have a little issue with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't just be blindsided about stuff that people in my party are doing. That's why I don't have a party. You know what I'm saying? My party is the human race. All of you guys are my party. How you like that? I'm a part of every one of y'all parties. Anybody ask me from now on, they be like, "What party are you part of?" Yours? Oh, you're a Democrat? Yeah, and a Republican, and an Independent, and a conservative. I'm all of the above. You know what? I think I'm going to do that from now on. Instead of saying I'm not part, I'm part of everything right now because that's the whole human race, right? Yeah, let's do it that way sometimes. Let's go.
Failed by one vote.
The motion fails and the subpoena will not be issued. I will continue to try to reach out to Representative Omar's office, and I hope she will eventually respond to us.
And the crazy thing about it is every single person that's part of one of those, part of like the party, it had something going on or like a situation. So I understand support because you never know whether support is going to be needed in the party and throughout doing this. But right is right and wrong is basically what I'm trying to say. And if we're really playing by the numbers and reality, and we're really trying to stick to being right about stuff, you have to call things out as they're seen. Let's keep moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Okay, invitation has been skipped. Ilhan Omar is not going to roll with it. She ain't showing no papers, and you guys see this. They got support from the party. So yes, instead of just having like that blind party affiliation, I think that's why I just picked. Oh, that was smart. That was good. That was smart. Instead of just being like gung ho, I just can't be like that. Just can't. Let's get on over to Cuba. Let's get on over to Cuba because they're not complying even though Trump's talking about laying down some more sanctions as well as tariffs on them. I don't know how much more they can take, for real.
So there was breaking news over the weekend on Cuba. The president slapping more sanctions on those trying to do business with the island nation. Havana is in the middle of a worsening economic crisis. Prices on the island are soaring, people struggling to survive, and government ration books that are shrinking. Electricity said to be minimal right now.
Let's get those likes up, y'all.
Studios Ernesto Soberan Guzman. He's Cuba's ambassador to the UN. And sir, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Bill, for having us.
Yeah, you bet. To give people an idea, $40 a gallon of gasoline in Cuba today, that is quite high. People are encouraged to take public transportation. UN resident coordinator says this: Cuba's running out of time. We need fuel now to save lives. Cuba's hurting. The US blockade is working. How do you get out of this?
Well, Bill, as you mentioned,
$40 a gallon. Do you guys hear this?
those executive order that President Trump signed on January 29 and the last one on May 1st, it shows very clear that the blockade exists, the embargo exists, and it has an extraterritorial impact because it is not only an issue between Cuba and the US. The US government has imposed sanctions to those governments that decided to sell oil to Cuba. And the last one said that any person, any company, even when they don't have relation with the US, they will be also part of these sanctions if they have this bilateral trade with Cuba. So
Wow. So even if you don't have a affiliation or a relationship with the U.S., you still gonna get a sanction if you sell Cuba oil or gas.
it's very clear that the blockade exists.
They're tightening the noose on that, I think is maybe where you were going with that, not to put words in your mouth, but the stranglehold is working. But yet on the side, there has been communication between the US and Cuba. Hasn't been a lot, but is this now the time for you to send a signal to the Trump team to talk more?
Well, Cuba has been saying for many years that we are ready to talk with the U.S. government, and we are ready to have a different kind of relation with the U.S. government, beneficial for both parties, not only for Cuba but also for the U.S. company, also for the U.S. citizens. By the way, in the past we had this kind of relation. Cuba became the overall destination for cruise ship companies based in Florida. We had a cooperation in different sectors. The agricultural sector in the U.S., they sell a lot of product to Cuba at that time. So there are a lot of opportunities in terms of a bilateral relation between Cuba and the U.S. The only requirement that we set is that those relations, those negotiations, supposed to be based on reciprocity, based on equal footing, based on respect, sovereignty, and independence, and based on not interference in the internal relation, not in Cuba, not in the US.
You're open.
Oh, so they're basically saying they're not trying to switch up on certain things. And I know what one of those things are, because you know US wants those political prisoners out of there. We got to keep on going, you guys. Let's go on, because it's getting hot in here. I'm loving where we're going with this. Let's keep on going. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. How many people know that song? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm taking out this time to give you a piece of my mind. Y'all know the name of that song? If anybody know that song, come on and tell me what that song is. Who do you think you are? But baby, one day you'll be a star. What's the name of that song, y'all? Come on now. Thanks for the compliment on the suit, but I want to know what's the name of that song. Come on, Miss Swanza. Come on, you guys. Come on, Casey. Almost, almost, almost. Do I have to do it? Do I have to do it? There you go. S. Childs. There you go. S. Childs. Go ahead and give S. Childs them props right there. Do 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 do. Fool's Paradise. You better think twice, cause it's not very nice. You guys know the beat and all that, but y'all was close. I'm singing that song because if you're gonna get me on one of those boats talking about bringing something across the waters, and I know what's gonna be sprinkling down in the air, you must think I'm living in paradise. And these fools right here, they didn't think twice. So the ramifications were not nice. Yes, we got some folios rolling again. I don't know what type of conversation you telling these people. I don't know what type of D-rugs you putting into them before you got them. I don't know if you're giving them that, what was that Al Pacino, what's that big speech? I don't know. This might be the last time that we got out here, guys. You know what that big speech that they gave in any given Sunday? I don't know what type of speech they giving these fools to get on these boats, whatever, but it couldn't be me. They must be living in fool's paradise, because they got another one, y'all. Unclassified. Y'all know where this is coming in from. Straight out of CENTCOM. It's U.S. military demolishes another narco-trafficking operation. I don't know what they telling them. At this point, they need to have one dude on the end of the water with like a remote control and like a camera, because ain't nobody getting on them boats if they got any common sense. But yeah, they found a couple more. And yes, this is the last one that came in yesterday. There you see them. U.S. military demolishes narco-trafficking operation. And now you don't. Yep. That's that's it. I mean, I don't know if there's more to say about it or whatever, but that was that. I mean, what you gonna say about it? I mean, are they gonna keep things like this going on? Like, what's the conversation that you have with these people to make them go do stuff like this? All the D-rugs is all in the water, getting all the sharks. Now the sharks is going crazy. Look, 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 look. Come on, man. I don't know the conversation. And yeah, that was a lot of opening for for just that right there with no audio. But yeah, they should. I don't know what they're telling him. What are they telling him? What are they telling him? Huh? What are they telling him? That was your cousin Hector. You're stupid. Yeah, like, yeah. I mean, what type of speech do they give you to send you out there like that, y'all? I mean, what? They fill your pockets up with money and say, "Hey, you go." Whatever. But hey, some people do it. But let's keep on moving forward right now, because now we got to talk about on spirit air. That's right, you guys. We got a situation on here where the attorney says that fuel prices led to the company's collapse. I think it was a little more than that, but I could understand it because, Spirit was doing bad. I didn't heard that in the comments so long. They were starting to charge for everything. Soda. How you get on Spirit Airlines, right? And they used to come through with the with the little soda thing, and they'd be like, "Hey, you want anything to drink?" You'd be like this, like, "Yeah, I like something," because you barely fitting in the seat, trying to fold your arms in, right? And they look at you and be like, "Okay." So now they want to give you an ice cup, put a little bit of soda in, and then put there. I used to always be like, "I'll take the whole can, please." I mean, like, there was only one little thing that you could do on Spirit. You could, if you got the can, you was hooked up on Spirit. That was the only luxury that you got. That's it. Everybody get the same nuts. They might as well be throwing it at you like you at the baseball game. We got nuts here. You get some nuts. Then now they don't give you nothing. They're gonna charge you like $4 for a can of soda. Them nuts are no longer complimentary. Remember the nuts, the complimentary nuts? You guys been flying for a while. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It hasn't been just as of now, you guys. This has been going on for a long time when it comes down to flying on Spirit Airlines. I flew a lot. I have no choice but tell the truth, you guys, and I've flown Spirit a lot.
Attorneys for Spirit Airlines say soaring fuel prices led to the company's collapse. Spirit's lawyers say the airline spent an additional $100 million on fuel for March and April and couldn't survive the increase. The airline shut down on Saturday, leaving customers stranded across the country. Spirit is now in federal bankruptcy court seeking approval to dismantle and use the cash to pay its creditors. Yesterday in court, Spirit attorney Marshall Hebner had a message for stranded passengers saying, quote,
You're right, Lisa. They do give you dry pretzels so that you can buy something to drink. And even if you, I'm sorry, we don't have any tap water, only bottled water. So you ain't getting around nothing. You're gonna have to pay for something in there.
we do, of course, apologize to those Spirit customers who had plans to fly home or somewhere else on a Spirit flight scheduled after Saturday morning at 3 a.m. And, of course, have to arrange alternate transportation. Unfortunately,
Oh, you did it, because that's my favorite. They made me love Biscoff crackers. What? You remember that Eddie Murphy joke when he said when you were starving and you ain't eating nothing all day? He said, man, somebody could have a cracker, just give you one cracker and throw you a cracker. You'd be like, that, man, was that what kind of cracker was what kind of cracker was that? Was that a Ritz? You be so hungry on the plane. They bring you them two brick hard biscotti cookies. Man, you be dying to dunk them things in something. You be like, can I get some coffee or something? The coffee's free, right? Oh man, that dry 5-day-old coffee. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh Lord have mercy. Let's get back, because I don't want to get off topic over here. I do want to tell you guys we're gonna have a different kind of episode today. It's not gonna be a lot of all of that drama, people losing lives and stuff. It's gonna be a fun episode today. I'm already crying. If you guys want to keep on rocking and doing this, let's rock. Let's do what we do. Let's go. Let's keep on going.
have to arrange alternate transportation. Unfortunately, it is impossible to arrange a major airline suspension of operations without strandings.
All right, because
Attorneys,
because we really, I mean, I'm talking about today. For some reason, when I was doing this lineup, it was a lot of bad stuff going on, but it wasn't that much bad. It wasn't that much bad stuff going on, especially when I talk about stuff like. We're coming in the party with the spliffers and Z. That's the only place that y'all really want to be. I know what y'all doing right now while y'all watching me. I know, but hey, you're not the only ones that's doing that. But guess what happened yesterday? Bust! Get on the ground, you son of a! Oh yeah, there was a real big bust yesterday. And guess who got involved? One of the politicians. Yeah, y'all about to hear about a big raid that happened. It was a big FBI raid in the office of the cannabis dispensary associated with the Virginia Democrat Louise Lucas. Let's go.
Very influential Democrat from Virginia, State Senator Louise Lucas, is at the center of a major FBI corruption investigation. Right now, in fact, agents are executing search warrants across the Commonwealth, including her office. Alex Hogan is in Portsmouth, Virginia. Alex.
Hi, Harris. So the FBI here telling us today that these are court-authorized criminal search warrants that they are issuing. They're going into the building behind me. This is the office here in Portsmouth of State Senator Louise Lucas. You can likely see some of the FBI agents behind me. All of the staffers inside this building were told to come outside. You could hear them saying that they were not allowed back to the building. Throughout the last hour, we've been seeing the FBI come and go carrying boxes out of the building. And
They doing a box walk. Y'all already know what happens. Just like Minnesota, they get the boxes and they got everything. But why is the Virginia Democrat caught up in this mess? She tried to pull up and clean it up, though.
Just across the parking lot next to where I am, there's a cannabis dispensary. We know that the state senator is associated with several cannabis locations and dispensaries. And what we're seeing there, a completely different scene carrying out. SWAT teams arrived with their weapons drawn, telling anyone in the building to come out of the building with their hands up. We also saw at least 3 people being taken away, taken into custody. First, they were put in handcuffs, put on the ground, and then they were taken away. So it's a slightly less large presence than we did see earlier, but there still is a good amount of FBI agents still here on the ground. Also, what happened within the last hour, the Senator Lucas arrived here herself. I was able to speak with her. I asked her what her reaction was to all of this. She told me she had no idea what they were doing here. I asked her about the different locations that they might be. She, in response, asked me what locations the FBI were at today. We know.
Okay, so you know you guilty when something like that go on. When they tell you they bust in the spot, and you go over there and try to find out what's going on, and you see the news out there, and they say, "Hey, so since you're here, we're glad you're here. Let me ask you a question. Since you're affiliated with these locations, do you know about these locations that are being busted?" And you over there like, "What you mean locations? What other locations did they bust?" Yeah, sounds a little sketchy to me, y'all. Let me rewind that so you guys can get exactly what she's trying to say here.
Idea what they were doing here. I asked her about the different locations that they might be. She, in response, asked me what locations the FBI were at today. We know, according to officials, at least 10 locations are being looked at today. Harris.
Alex, great job getting her right as this was going on. Thank you. And we'll come back to you with the news warrants on this.
Uh-oh. You know what they say? Once they go in there and get that paperwork and start coming out with them boxes, boy, it start to go down. And I just want to tell you guys, whoo, it's going down right now. I'm telling you, y'all, watch your step. I'm telling you, she making us look bad. Somebody said, "Where was that place at?" I'm asking for friends. That's just like when they have the little ladies and the little night spots. And the fellas be like, "What do you mean they had a prostitution, a place right up the street from me? Are you telling me that that was going on right up the block from me?" And the guys be like, you know the real reason why they be mad, right? Damn, I didn't even know that they was up there. How long was they up there? 5 years. They must have been real down low because I never knew about that place. Y'all fellas know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But not the ones that are married and the ones that have girlfriends. They're not like that. I totally understand. I understand. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. That's right, the home of the Yankees, right, y'all? We going to the Bronx. And let me tell you something, if you live in this building, you're gonna need a bat. You're gonna need a catcher's mitt. You're gonna need the bat boy. You're gonna need the protection from the guy behind the catcher. Yeah, you're gonna need all of that catcher protection. Because this one guy right here, I don't even understand how he's still able to live in this building. We got a hatchet wielding maniac, you guys. He lives in the Bronx. And if you live in this building, he's walking up to your door, boom, 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 with the hatchet and asking you blah, 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 blah. I have no idea what's coming out of this fool's mouth. He's a nut. He's got all sorts of all sorts of orders of protection on him. And for some reason, the police, yep, it's New York. What do you expect? We got the most lenient police officers in New York that let things like this happen. I'm sorry, I got to be honest about it, you guys. Check this out. It's in the Bronx, you guys. So, yeah, it gets real. Let's go.
We begin here at 6 with terrified tenants in the Bronx who say cameras captured their neighbor wreaking havoc in the halls, even threatening them with a hatchet. And they say this has been happening for years. Jennifer Bisram has a story now from the Williamsbridge section.
Leona Clemente says she feels like a prisoner in her own home.
Honestly, it's torture. Every day is something new.
Now, I thought about what I would normally do. I would get angry. I would think to lash out. If it was me, I would want to fight the person because that's how I used to be. Not when I seen this fool throw that tomahawk. I said, maybe you need to get a couple of people to take. I'm talking about this fool is crazy. And he's still living amongst all the people. This is just the first person with order protection.
We can't come in and out the hallways. I'm constantly being attacked. I have an order protection against this man. He's still constantly attacking me with the order protection.
She's not the only tenant at this apartment building on East 214th Street who's constantly looking over her shoulder.
He'll come out with a weapon. He'll wave it at you. We're not safe in the building. He walks around naked.
I mean, come on, Latifah, for real? Give it to him, Queen. I'm sorry, I know.
We got children that lives in the building.
Or that other rapper girl. What's the one name? Young M.A. from Brooklyn. Is that Young M.A. mama right there? But let me bring it back because I want to keep it on the serious side. Let's go.
Safe in the building. He walks around naked. We got children that lives in the building.
Residents shared videos with CBS News New York showing their neighbor at all hours of the day and night, at times wearing a wig, knocking on their doors, breaking their doorbell cameras, and waving a hatchet at their doorsteps. I'm going to call the police. Get away from my door. What?
In that instance, pit bull would help because at least you got the woo woo at the door, right? And then you don't say, I'm going to. I've already called the police, so you can stand there. They coming. You better do something like that if you ain't willing to go out there. But the bad part about it is, just gonna tell you guys, that's not a woman. That's not a woman. And you know why it's funny right now? Because any other time, they would say a Hills Natchet Wilden Mills Nan, right? But when it comes down to something like this, how come they don't want to own it? How come they don't want to own this one and say this is one of the BWC family, one of the people down with the broken wristed click. Why you don't want to own this one? Yeah, come on, own this.
What have you been going through?
He bring me last year, actually, where I actually had to get an order of protection on him because he pulled a hatchet on me.
Now he pulled the hatchet on him as well. So both of these men, well, I mean, like, come on, it's constantly going on in the building. That other guy with the wig did it to this guy with the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, both of these men. They need to, they need to really do something about this.
Neighbors claim he also intentionally left gas burners on. Fire crews had to shut off gas in the entire building. According to police, the 28-year-old was arrested twice last month alone for criminal mischief after breaking a neighbor's front door camera and
Did y'all see that tomahawk throw right there when that man came in the building? He was like, he threw that thing. That nigga got up out of there. Yo, he got the hell up out of that building. Yo, I'm talking about, yo, this ain't funny, but it's crazy. Yo, imagine this. I'm sorry, yo, I'm sorry.
off gas in the entire building. According to police, the 28-year-old was
Bring me last year, actually, where I actually had to get an order of protection on him because he pulled a hatchet on me.
Neighbors claim he also intentionally left gas burners on. Fire crews had to shut off gas in the entire building. According to police, the 28-year-old was arrested twice last month alone for criminal mischief after breaking a neighbor's front door camera and menacing after swinging a metal rail at another neighbor. What would make you feel safer here?
For him to
Just so you guys know, that's him walking with the Knicks colors and New York colors with the switch. That's he down with the BWC. So yeah, that's him right there, y'all. They got video footage, but you see they ain't go try to interview him, right?
And menacing after swinging a metal rail at another neighbor. What would make you feel safer here?
for him to be gone. So we can sleep at night. It's very scary because I have kids, and I have a granddaughter.
We did reach out to building management. We're told they are in the process of getting that tenant evicted. Court proceedings
They're in the process of getting the tenant evicted, right, y'all? I'm gonna show you how bad it is and how hard it is to get somebody out of a building.
began last year.
Court proceedings, that's right.
Of getting that tenant evicted, court proceedings began last year.
Thank you, Coin
In the
Collective.
Williamsburg section of the Bronx, Jennifer Bisram, CBS News, New York.
Yo, it is real in the field and it's real in the crib. That's where they live at. That's the sad part about it. They can't even be comfortable in their own backyard, you guys. Thank you so much, Coin Collective with Ken. Appreciate you, bro. Just so you know, we always be showing love over here to you. And yes, you know how we do it. We always make sure that you're in our prayers. We love you. Dead serious, you guys. Thank you so much. And yo, go ahead, shout Ken out for going ahead and making sure he get gloved up and showing you guys love too. That's right. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. Now that was a crazy one. Oh, everybody was kung fu. I wanted to use that so bad as the intro because that's what it made me feel like. But you couldn't really do nothing with that. I'm not telling anybody to fight that nut job. Do what you got to do. Get up out of there. You might have to, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's get on over to Seattle where they finally got him, y'all. Y'all remember yesterday? But it was two guys that jumped on a 77-year-old man that was minding his business and walking up the street. And it was these two El Fulios that decided to jump on him and beat him up for absolutely no reason. And they got him. watch your head. And then he was like, yeah, well, my cousin is this and my sister is that. Y'all remember that fool right there. Thank you again, Coin Collective. All love. I love y'all too. Highest in the morning. That's right. Let's keep it going. Highlight of my morning. Yo, you all too being here. Let's get on over to Seattle and look at these folios right here that beat up this 77-year-old man. And everybody here, we all commended the police on their rapid response, right? They caught them quick. Thanks, Teddy.
Tall one?
This is the moment Seattle police
Teddy.
officers rushed to 3rd and Pike after a 77-year-old man was attacked on April 19th. Police detained one suspect at the scene, but investigators learned later there were two. Surveillance video from Seattle's real-time crime center shows the attack unfold. You can see the victim try to move out of the way, but the two suspects follow him. Then suddenly, the shorter man strikes first, and both push the victim to the ground. The victim lies defenseless on the sidewalk, and the suspects walk off.
Did you get somebody over there? Listen, are you sure? Because there's about 3 people that pointed you out.
SPD says at first, officers were only given information about one suspect. It wasn't until they reviewed surveillance video that they realized a second person was involved. By then, he was gone. 2 weeks later, Deshaun Elion was arrested by Redmond police.
Thank you, Teddy and Coin
For
Collective.
the first time Tuesday afternoon.
Was previously found, or I have, and the allegations of an attack on a stranger is very serious, and I am going to grant bail. And then grant bail in the amount of $100,000.
Prosecutors asked for double that, citing dozens of warrants.
You're being audio viewer.
The other suspect, Ahmed Osman, has already been formally charged in this case. His bail was set at $200,000 and has since bailed out. In this case, prosecutors say surveillance video played a crucial role.
Good morning, Brian.
It's so helpful when you have that because jurors now expect that.
We reached out to Mayor Katie Wilson, who has previously raised concerns about the use of surveillance cameras in Seattle. Her office declined an on-camera interview, pointing instead to past remarks.
When you have cameras like that, you see higher rates of referrals to prosecutors and oftentimes higher conviction rates. That also hold up in court.
Elion has not been formally charged. Prosecutors expect a formal charging decision by the end of the week. In Seattle, Bridget Chavez, King 5 News.
I like your jacket. Bridget. That jacket is fire. Match the B. Ow! Speaking of the B, just got a fairings in yesterday. We just got fairing approval yesterday, you guys. I'm working with the people overseas to get all of the B's plastics back. And yes, in about a month, I'm going to get them back because they're custom made. And I'm going to be able to put my boy back on the road. That's right, you guys. We going to be buzzing, cousin. We back. I can't wait. Let's go, you guys. Everybody out there having a good morning? I know I am. Let's keep it moving, you guys. Let's go. I know you don't like cameras, but guess what? The cameras actually work out. Kendra, thank you so much for asking how I am. I really appreciate that. You guys are interested in knowing. Like I said, we got the fairings coming in. I'm happy about that. But just so you know, personally, I got a lot of sleep yesterday. You guys got to know. For me, a lot of sleep is actually sleeping until 3 o'clock in the morning instead of 2. But I went down a little early yesterday because I couldn't take it. So maybe about, I'm going to say 10 o'clock, I took it down. So I went to sleep and I got some real good sleep, you guys. I woke up very fresh and refreshed just to come to you guys this morning. Might take another mid-afternoon nap just to make sure I got my energy up and keep on going. But yes, I got to keep on doing what I got to do. Got a lot of work that we do over here, not just here, but on many different platforms. And we got a lot of good stuff to bring you guys. And just to let you know, my ultimate goal and my ultimate objective is to get a lot of things going on and make it happen so that we can get to the point where, I can get to my rescue focus. I really want to just stop doing all of this stuff and just have a dog rescue with my garden set up in my home. And that's going to be good for me. take care of the animals, and that's it. I'm good. That's all I want to do. But we also have a lot of people out here that don't want to do things like that. They have a lot of other things on their minds. They're called the eightful with an H in the front. You know what I'm talking about. We got some people back here that are pushing back in New York. We got a synagogue yesterday. They were having clashes with the cops and some rowdy protesters. And you guys know paid protesters, different protesters. We got a situation here in New York. It got pretty sketchy, I want to say. I look at these protests as like being really borderline assault on both ends because of how intense it gets. Guys got to calm down when it comes down to certain things. I understand people get in their feelings, things get very intense, but not when it can probably get you hurt. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. This is no more we shall overcome protesting. We got activity, we got gates being pushed, we got a lot of other stuff going on nowadays. I do believe that it could be a lot of people that are in activist groups and things of that nature, and people that have like certain feelings about let's say race and religion that may be mixed in. But I do believe what people are saying, a lot of regular New Yorkers, because we don't get in anybody's business most of the time. We keep it moving. But I gotta tell you guys, you gotta remember, we have tons of transplants now. Thank you so much, Frederick, for the $2 super chat. God bless you too. Now, this is the part that I'm talking about. When it comes down to like it getting very physical, pushing gates back and forth, that's when it's borderline like assault. And they always seem to have that one person with the war drum in the back. Like, I need to find that person. We need to do a mission on finding that person with the drum that has that such terrible tempo. Like, do you get paid for this? Notice how I said both sides, and we need to be touching on people like that. Like, you could calmly protest. You don't got, why are you even pushing the gate? Period. This is the gate you can't come past. Do that at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Yeah, do it there. Yeah, you see when that chocolate come through there talking, he's like, a little different. No, I'm not. I'm not blocking the sidewalk. You see that brother come through there. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care what nobody said. We need some big old police officers now, and we need to bring the dudes with the nightsticks back. Yes, I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Shut your, you got a problem. Oh, but what do you mean? You got a camera on. We're gonna sue you. All right, sue me later. When they start getting rock'em sock'em, they're gonna calm down. Talking about pushing the gate up against somebody. Man, back in the day before Giuliani, I'm talking about the late 80s, 70s, you try to do something like, you just try to do something. They ain't had no body cam back then. Ooh, you guys are so lucky nowadays to have body cam. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They'll take you in the alley somewhere and finish him. I'm a civil rights attorney. Okay, okay. He said, I don't care. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. See, that's when things get bad and when they get out of hand. They just trying to get civility going on where people can just calm down, because when it gets bad like that, that's not good. That's not good. See what I'm saying? 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Hell's Kitchen cops. I'm talking about the ones from what was that name of that movie? Gangs in New York. Woo! And them, back in the day, they used to be like this, walking around with the nightstick. Oh, they was corrupt and all that too. But in a minute, what you doing over there? Nothing. Oh my God, I got a knot. Phew. Oh, they ain't playing around back in the day, boy. They would have caught you, hit you right in the dome piece. Let's keep on moving, because this fool is stupid. And you know who got him? Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get him! That's right. Back on the scene, crispy and clean. Don't even try it, you guys. It's going down. We got a situation right here. You're not going to believe this right here. I'm serious. How you have the nerve to be illegal, but you're acting like you're a ICE agent, and you got the uniform on, and you going around and bothering people, acting like you an ICE agent, and you've been over your state since 2008, and you out here with not just the ICE uniform on, but you got the CIA, you got the sheriff, you got multiple IDs and all that stuff, and you riding around with the he got the light on the front of his car, y'all. Come on, come on. We got an illegal alien who was arrested for impersonating an ICE agent. And hold on, oh my God, not just ICE agent. He got a whole lot of cojones. I'm telling you guys right now. Let's check this out real quick. Check this out.
An illegal alien dressed up like a federal agent and then trying to interfere with an ICE arrest.
Okay. The whole pretend cop act ended, though, in handcuffs, the real kind. Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has this wild story. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mark and Charlotte. The moral of the story, don't pretend to be a federal agent.
They took some, I think we call it cojones, to do that.
On January 8, 2026, Jaime Ernesto Alvarez Gonzalez rolled his tricked out truck through a San Diego neighborhood and zeroed in on a federal agent running a live ICE operation.
He screamed obscenities at them, told them to leave San Diego. He had been following one of the agents across the surface streets.
Yet, according to Assistant U.S. Attorney Sid Danich, the guy hurling obscenities at the officer looked like one himself.
It was the nature of the truck.
Handcuffs dangling from the rearview mirror, communication antennas fixed to the roof, and a light bar pressed against the windshield. All typical of an unmarked unit.
3 additional vehicles that showed up, and our defendant
Don't give it up yet. Don't give it up.
was talking to another individual and claimed that he brought in reinforcements, and these 3 vehicles chased these officers down the highway.
The operation blew. The agents forced out, but they'd be back. And this time, for Alvarez Gonzalez.
Illegally in the United States, and you're approaching ICE agents and cursing them out. I mean, think about that.
The 53-year-old is a Mexican national who authorities say overstayed a tourist visa in 2008. But the visa violation didn't shock officials. It's the lineup of agencies he was pretending to be.
It was like Interpol, Mexico sheriff, there's everything you think of. He had it all.
FBI ID, police lights on his Tesla, and his favorite costume of all, Border Patrol.
There's a Border Patrol hat, a CBP no trespassing sign that he had for some reason, in addition to taking a picture in front of a Border Patrol vehicle at some point. I think it's some sort of fake badge that he's brandishing at that moment too.
But there was one phony license plate that told prosecutors they weren't exactly dealing with a criminal mastermind.
The front of his sign literally said federal truck. If you're gonna do this, maybe spell federal truck properly.
And while the typo might get a laugh, the charges that Alvarez Gonzalez pleaded guilty to on April 28th are no laughing matter.
He spelled federal instead of federal.
Illegally possessing firearms and impersonating a federal officer.
Hopefully this is at least some message that you can't mess with federal agents.
Mark, Charlotte, I'm sure you'd be shocked to learn that the man who lied about being a Border Patrol agent also lied on federal ATF forms to buy guns, claiming he was a U.S. citizen. Those firearm charges are what ultimately landed him in detention as the case moved forward. Now, sentencing for Jaime Ernesto Alvarez Gonzalez is set for July 17th. He'll serve his prison time and then deportation.
If a man fuck up and come over here, deport them. If you do something slick, we got to deport them. Deport them. Oh, let's go, y'all. I could have did the other one, but I like doing the beat. I could have did the deported, deported, deported. I could have did that one too. Kick a rock for a block, homie. We glad to see you go, and we glad that you was. We happy that you go. Wow, how they said. Happy to see you go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Lord have mercy. Let's get on over to Washington because we got some information coming in on James Comer as they're supposed to finally get some information from who? None other than someone that is always smiling. Always got some president, he got a brown streak right here, like the avatar from putting his nose up Trump booty hole. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. His brown streak. He got his avatar don't start up here. It's right here. Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about none other than Howard Lutnik. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's see what Comer has to say about Lutnik and if he's actually gonna show up for the deposition that he was supposed to show up for. Let's see.
Thank you all for being here. I think we're all here for the Howard Lutnik interview. We're looking forward to that.
Kendra.
What are your questions about his association? He went to the island with his family, with Mr. Epstein. He didn't seem to cut off his communications with Epstein after his conviction. Are those some of your questions?
Yeah. Those are the questions. I think that's a question everyone would ask. I don't know how many more questions there are. This is something that many of the members wanted to hear from Lutnick, and I'll add he's come in voluntarily. So I appreciate that. Hopefully we'll have some more answers. We haven't talked to too many people that have admitted they've been on the island. So
Good morning, Robert.
it's my understanding he wasn't on the island very long. He was there with his wife and kids, but we'll see what he
It's
says.
pretty extraordinary to bring in a cabinet secretary for something like this.
Yeah, and look, I've been on the oversight committee 10 years, and there's never been a chairman bring in cabinet secretaries of their own party. And we have Lutnick coming in today. We have Pam Bondi coming in a couple of weeks. So I think people can see that this is a bipartisan investigation. We're really sincerely trying to get the truth. Our goal is to provide justice for the victims, and hopefully today will be helpful.
Talking about the other investigation that you're doing against the DC police officer.
God bless you.
The police department.
Yes.
I mean, we know that police officers have been terminated as a result of this, as of manipulating crime data. Your investigation exposed that DC leaders manipulated crime data. What's your thoughts? Two questions. What's your thoughts?
I think they're doing the same thing in New York, by the way. But yeah, let's see if what Lutnick had to say. I'm gonna have that stuff for you guys tomorrow early, whatever Lutnick had to say, and we're gonna bring that to you guys exactly. I mean, not so. I'm sorry about that. Just because he did it today does not mean that we're gonna get it. We have to wait for them to edit and put it up. So as soon as they put it up, I'll bring it to you guys. And you know what I'm gonna ask you guys right now? Have you hit that like button? Have you shared the show so far to let people know where we're at right now? This is our bottom line. You gotta let people know where you're at. Copy, paste, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, let people know in TikTok. Come on now, let everybody know about our show, our bottom line. Also, if you actually really want to make sure that you don't miss any of our show, hit that notification bell down there. That lets you know whenever we're on, and make sure that the all selection is selected, because there's 3 slots selections that you can hit, but you got to select all because we do much more than just our bottom line in the morning. And if you have not joined already, what are you waiting for? We have one of the best jumping Discords out. That's right, the Our Bottom Line on Discord. You guys like this chat? We don't stop here. We keep it going all day, all night too, on Discord about a whole bunch of stuff. I love the images that you guys are putting up, by the way. And I love to see those kittens that you guys have over there too. You think I'm not paying attention? I got a lot of stuff going on, but that's my way to keep in tune with what you guys got going on. I always watch the Discord, and I always see what you guys have going on. That's our other place of communication. If you are not a part of the Our Bottom Line Discord, you need to go join. Let's get on over to Queens, New York, where we got new video that shows suspects in a Semitic graffiti spree. They found these guys. There's a lot going on all over, and there's a lot of people getting caught up doing things like this. I don't want to say what these actually guys are doing because I don't want to get that thing turning around on me. Let them say it.
All right, new video giving a clearer look at the people suspected of spray painting anti-Semitic symbols in Queens.
And this as lawmakers join the Queens community for a rally demanding swift action from the city. Jessica Formoso is here now with more. Good morning, Jessica. What's the latest? Good morning, Tina and Rosanna. The search continues this morning for the suspects responsible for spray painting the symbols of hate in two Queens neighborhoods. Police believe the suspects are teenagers. Take a look at this video here put out by the NYPD. You see four individuals walking around the neighborhoods where the vandalism happened. Police say the incidents occurred in Forest Hills and Rego Park during the early hours of Monday. They say the people responsible went on a rampage, spray painting swastikas and anti-Semitic graffiti at 5 different locations, including a synagogue, a Jewish center with a pre-K, and the home of a Holocaust survivor. Surveillance footage captured the group at one of the locations. In the video right there, you see them crouching down. It seems like they have something in their hands. They're there for a few seconds before taking off.
We do not condone things like this on our bottom line in no way, shape, or form. No matter what. We respect all religions. We respect all people, all races, everybody.
These acts of vandalism sparking outrage in the communities which are home to a large Jewish population. Rabbis, activists, and political leaders coming together Tuesday for a rally denouncing the hateful fueled acts.
Let me be clear, this is not normal. And we cannot allow ourselves to never normalize this. No child, no parent, no educator, no worshiper from any community should ever have to fear entering or leaving a school or their house of worship.
Now we see in our city this hate every single day. When is enough enough? When is this going to stop?
Mayor Mamdani took to X saying he was horrified and angry, going on to say there is no place for anti-Semitism in Queens or anywhere in our city.
Anywhere in the world, anywhere in the world. How about that? How about anywhere in the world? We got to respect each other, you guys, because you wouldn't want anybody doing that to you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your personal feelings are, can be doing that, you guys. And I want to, do something totally alternate to something that people don't normally do. I want to pray for both. I want to pray for both sides because I want to pray for understanding. I want to pray for peace and consideration. I want to pray that we stop going with this WAR that's going on overseas as well as here now. We're just dealing with it in a different manner. And many people are suffering from it, as well as, like I said before, mostly the people that are in the urban areas and the people that are affected by it, not the people that are actually pulling the strings. I want to just say love and respect and support to all of the family members, as well as everybody who's involved or having to deal with these wars in various different countries. Hopefully we get all of this stuff to come to an end, because it seems as if our country, as well as the world, is at a peak of fighting, and it's just at a really all-time high right now. So I want to pray for peace and understanding and resolutions when it comes down to that. I want to ask God today, Father God, please put your hands on us the same way that you have been and securing us. Please take care of everybody else and make sure that they're secured as well. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. That's best that I can do, because everybody got to get it. Both sides, all sides included. We got 3 people now that got pow right near the Amigos Mexican restaurant. This is in Washington, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go.
First this morning, chaos in a busy shopping center parking lot. And this video shows dozens of police cars and an expansive crime scene.
This is because people were shot and stabbed here late last night. The violence erupted in the parking lot of the shops at Laurel. The shopping center is at the corner of Baltimore Avenue and Conti Road.
And that is where we find News 4's Megan McGrath. And Megan, tell us what happened.
Well, as you say, it was a very chaotic situation last night as violence erupted basically in 2 separate areas of this shopping center parking lot off of Baltimore Avenue. 3 people were shot in one part of the parking lot. 2 people were stabbed in another area. If you look,
This is the part that I really don't like about summer. I always tell people I'm kind of backwards when it comes down to the seasons. Summertime, I always knew it, and I noticed it from living. more crime, more people losing their lives, more people outside, more activity going on, more people outside. So yeah, this is why a lot more things happen.
Look behind me here live. You can see a car that is parked
Once
here
it start
in
getting
front of
hot,
Horn Steakhouse. There are bullet holes in the side up there along the edge there. We've got a shattered window. There's another bullet hole in the windshield of this car here. Now, there are a number of restaurants in the shopping center. This is the center at Laurel.
yes, yes, Casey, yes.
At the Amigos Mexican Grill last night. The event had ended and police were here dispersing the crowd, and that is when the shots rang out. 3 people were shot in front of the Longhorn Steakhouse. They were taken to the hospital, but there is no information on their conditions. Now, as
And the overpopulating is even crazier because there's so many people here. That's why it's always aggravating. And a lot of people, let's just keep it funky. A lot of people have rooms that they're renting. So a lot of people are not in the house all the time. They go outside, and when they got to go to bed, they go to sleep, they go to their room or whatever. Yeah, it's like that a lot. So you got a lot of people extra outside. And then it's so overpopulated. There's nothing to really, you can't even go sit on the bench by yourself anymore. That's how bad it is. You walk up certain streets like 116th Street, you literally almost have to walk in the street because of how many people are on the sidewalk. All of this, I'm talking about a lot of illegals. I'm just going there. A lot of illegals, people that's not supposed to like be around. You guys have these places in your cities, and you know what I'm talking about with the overpopulation and stuff. And I can't just be having a blind eye about it because it holds such a strain on our city because they take so much because of what our citizens could have had before all of this crap. It's crazy out here, y'all. And like I said, the hotter it gets out here, the worse. Crazy. The thing about me is I've learned how to have a good time when it rains. Yeah, because that's when less people are outside and you can actually get a little bit of peace and quiet. So take your umbrella. Yep, I'll go sit on the park bench. Yep, when it's raining outside. Because guess what? That's probably the only damn time you're gonna be able to get a free bench. You been to Central Park recently? You try to sit on the lawn. Oh, you can get no space. You get about 6 inches, 6 feet. Somebody right there, boop, right next to you with their butt at your forehead. I know what I'm talking about. Overpopulated. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a rare human situation going on over here with that Hantavirus thing that's going on. Hopefully they have it under control. But yeah, this is the Hantavirus outbreak where 3 lose their lives and many others are sick aboard this vessel. I think we're at this part right now. Yeah, let's get into it.
New information about the potential origins of a deadly hantavirus outbreak on board a cruise ship. South Africa has identified the Andes strain of the virus in 2 passengers on a cruise ship experiencing the outbreak.
World Health Organization has deemed the cruise ship hantavirus remains low. The risk to human spread low as well. Jared Hill joins us live in the studio though with the latest information. We're learning a lot overnight.
Yeah, that's right, Chris and Mary. A lot of information coming in that can be concerning here. Overnight, South African officials said they've identified a rare human strain of hantavirus in a Dutch woman who died in Johannesburg and in a British man who's still in the hospital. Both of them started feeling sick on the ship. A hospital boat crept toward the MV Hondias off the coast of Cape Verde. The luxury cruise liner, now a ghost town, with its nearly 150 passengers quarantined amid an outbreak of the deadly hantavirus.
There's a lot of uncertainty, and that's the hardest part.
Overnight, the 3 remaining passengers showing symptoms were to be evacuated.
The plan now is for the ship to continue on to the Canary Islands.
So far, 3 passengers have died and another was hospitalized in South Africa. All of them suspected of having the hantavirus.
We do believe that there may be some human-to-human transmission that's happening among the really close contacts, the husband and wife, people who've shared cabins.
Hantavirus typically spreads from dust contaminated by rodent droppings or saliva. But the Andes strain can spread from person to person and is only found in regions of South America. The Dutch cruise ship left Argentina on April 1st and has been moored off the West African island of Cape Verde since Sunday.
This was an expedition boat, and many of the people on board were doing bird watching. They were doing, a lot of things with wildlife. So our assumption is they were infected off the boat and then joined the cruise.
Video shows officials from the World Health Organization boarding the ship, covered in personal protective equipment, there to monitor for any new cases with Full disinfection set for when the MV Hondius reaches Spain's Canary Islands.
Potential to spread beyond an outbreak is very small.
Health officials tempering worry for the public. And this morning, Switzerland says that a man who was also on that ship is being treated for Hantavirus. Meanwhile, leaders of Spain's Canary Islands say the boat should not dock there and are demanding an urgent meeting with the Prime Minister.
Yes, all of our people out in the Canary Islands, everybody that's out there. We got people all over the world, you guys. It's not just us in our local towns and our local cities. That's why we cover all of this news. All of everybody in South Africa, everybody in Argentina, people in Spain. We are praying for you right now. We hope that this thing does not become a larger strain where more people are affected. They said 3 people already lost their lives to this. So it is something that people should pay attention to. But let's make sure that we're praying for everybody involved in the situations, and hopefully they're getting the proper treatments. Got to pay attention to all of our family members around the world, y'all, not just where we live at. I always make sure that we do that. Got to cover everywhere. Even, what was that? The Canary Islands. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a situation here that we're following up on from over by Inwood. You get the fire that I covered the other day. Well, the aftermath of the fire that happened the other day. We've got confirmations on how many people are still in the hospital, as well as a few updates. This is the New York Inwood fire over by Dykeman. That's right. We got 3 people that lost their lives in that deadly fire. There's still 5 people that are hurt and still hospitalized. And because I got to just be honest about this, guys, I think you need to start training your neighbors and maybe teaching people. Maybe you got to get a captain of your building if you're going to be there for a while, to make them understand the importance of closing your doors when there's a fire. Just to let you know really quickly, in apartment buildings, it's a law to make sure that all of the doors, the opening and all of the doors in the hallways, your front doors, all of them are fire doors, fireproof doors. Meaning, hopefully, if you close the door, the fire will not be able to pass into the hallway or into the other adjoining rooms and into the building. The problem with this situation is many people left their doors open, which means what? A lot of smoke was able to get through. A lot of fire was able to get through in places where they should not have been. So if you don't teach people and people don't know, they're just going to run out the door, and the next thing you know, they're leaving the door open. If you don't want your apartment to get fire damage, the less possible opportunity the less possible opportunity for that to happen is to close the door. It's a fire door. It's supposed to be to protect the what's in the home for a certain amount of time until the firemen are to get there. So make sure that you guys close those doors and don't leave them open, because even the smoke, you want to put something under the door, a wet towel or something like that, to prevent a lot of extra smoke from coming in. Put a wet towel up under the door. You have to be very serious about it when it comes down to fire. If you do have a fire escape, you do want to make sure that you're going out safely, because even if you get out there, you might, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are scared of heights. There's a lot to go along with it. I would say that it's even smart to maybe even do a fire drill in the building. I mean, the more that you can do to prevent tragic situations, the better. Here we go, you guys, and bring you up to date on this one. They're going to tell you exactly how a lot of people lost their lives and got injured.
We're going to begin in Inwood, where the FDNY says open doors fueled a devastating fire there.
3 people are dead, 5 are in critical condition. The fire chief says the flames spread quickly upstairs because some doors were left open.
Families have been reaching out to local officials because they're having trouble finding family members.
Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim is live at the scene with more. Stefan?
Well, shut in, Mike. Among those 5 residents fighting to stay alive are several children. Meanwhile, for some residents here who survived this fire, they will be forever haunted by what they heard and saw. As Juan Carlos Mariah Saveda wipes the trauma from his eyes, you can hear it in his voice. The pain from hearing children trapped inside his burning building, crying for help. Juan Carlos says he didn't want her to die. A young woman standing outside his window on the fire escape, burning alive from head to toe. He says as he covered her with his jacket, she begged him to save his father. He ran back inside, but he could not find him. Fire officials say the blaze broke out around 12:30 this morning at this 6-story residential building on Dykeman Street in Inwood. It started on the first floor, then consumed the stairwells and hallways and rocketed up through the roof. Firefighters arrived within 3 minutes to find residents trapped on the fire escape and thick black smoke pouring out of the building.
As soon as my father opened the door, he immediately shut it because the flames were so strong. And I can also hear the flames. Like they were so strong, it's like like a rocket ship.
3 people were killed in the fire, 14 injured, including 1 firefighter with minor injuries. More than 100 residents have been displaced. It took almost 200 FDNY personnel nearly 2.5 hours to get under control. Fire officials say some apartment doors were left open, allowing the fire to spread.
It is under the housing maintenance code requirement that all the doors be self-closing. And so if tenants are propping them open, we do need to do more to educate them on why not to do that. But we also need to make sure that landlords are complying with making sure all doors are self-closing.
Nah. I can't agree with that because even when you do them on install as an ex-super, they are self-closing. And what door you ever had at the front door of an apartment that don't self-close? It be the people trying to do that community thing, leaving the doors open sometime. I know some people that don't even never close their door. They got a curtain there. I mean, sometimes it is like that. Or just nosy, want to know what's going on in the hallway. Close your damn door. No disrespect, but yeah. What we got over here? Brian King Falcone, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. And thank you so much. We strive to continue to be the best morning show on YouTube, you guys. Yeah, we got to really be serious about stuff. We can't just look at things like this and not really be a part of it. I don't never want to preach something and not practice it. Really got to be serious about stuff like that. So yeah, I think more education needs to be told to the tenants. They need to put out like maybe different languages to teach people what to do when it comes down to a fire and things like that. Because the first thing people think to do is get out and run down the stairs, right? But yes, if you see the fire or smoke in the hallway, you gotta close that door and you have to put something under it, a wet towel as best as possible. And if you got a fire escape, try to get up out of there. But also you got to be careful because the next floor might have flames coming up. It's really scary on these types of situations, you guys.
We are going to do everything within our power to ensure that those are being taken and the New Yorkers understand the consequences of that.
HPD comes to the city and they let you know, like, hey, your door my door was not self-closing until last year or so, and so they fixed it and it's now self-closing.
The cause of this fire remains under investigation. As for that burning woman standing outside of his window on the fire escape, Juan Carlos has no idea if she survived. Reporting live in Inwood, Stefan Kim, Channel 7. And we also have a responsibility for ourselves. If we know that we need our doors to be self-closing, if you got a lease, if you paying rent every month, if you know that you need certain things, if you know you need the toilet to flush, the water to run, you should know common things like that. Because a lot of things that happen are not your fault. They could be the fault of somebody else's. So we always have to be preventive on the road as well as in our homes. I want to pray for every single person that was affected by that fire. Every day that we go over there, because we're not far, we see those people outside still trying to figure out if they're going to be able to get access to their units. There's people across the street still getting conversations and speaking to HUD. There's people that's over there like, you know how it is when you live somewhere for a long time and just outside the house, the building, just looking at it. And some of those people can't go back home. They can't go back there. They might be staying in shelters right now with family members. So I'm going to pray for everybody involved in this situation that they get strength. Everyone who lost their lives, I want to pray for their families and that they have a rest in peace, even though it was a tragic way to die. I want to say thank you, Lord, for protecting the rest of the people. And hopefully this never happens again. Hopefully they can learn from their mistakes. Amen. Sad situation right there, yeah. We got to get on over to Baltimore. Let's go. Stop, drop, and roll. We got to go to Baltimore, Maryland. After a bar, what's that? Oh, yeah. Senator had a bar fight, and the next thing you know, oh, is he running for office? Someone's running for office now after a bar fight. So you know how it is. Anytime you have a little bit of situations before you run for office, Lord knows if it was me. They were like, he had a fight over here. He had a fight with this dude. Yeah, I know how it is. But this fight is a little bit serious, especially when you see the damage to the person's face. Check this out right here. You guys, we got after a bar fight on video. Maryland Senate candidate addresses dropping felony charges. Well, dropped felony charges. It's a candidate that's running for Senate and they dropped the felony charges because of an assault.
A bar brawl that landed one man in the hospital for days is now putting a spotlight on a candidate for Maryland State Senate. Kevin Ford Jr. is running for state senate in Prince George's County's 24th district.
But 2 years ago, he faced felony charges, including attempted second-degree murder from that fight. All the charges were later dropped and his record expunged. Investigative reporter Tracy Wilkins sat down with Ford, who was going all.
That goes to show you, it might wipe your record clean when it comes down to the courts, but the record of public opinion never gives up.
The record about what happened that night and why he believes it should not impact his run for Senate. A warning that some of the images in this report are disturbing.
Kevin Ford is a first-time candidate running for state senator in Prince George's County's 24th district, but he's not new to politics. Former Prince George's County executive Rashawn Baker is his godfather. Ford managed 2 of his political campaigns. He says he's clear about the campaign he wants for himself.
One thing I know about the people of the 24th district is that they don't really like negativity. They don't want to see nasty campaigns. And that's exactly what's going on here.
Ford's referring to text messages circulating showing his now expunged charges for 2 felonies, including attempted second-degree murder, assault in the first degree, and a misdemeanor for the use of a dangerous weapon with intent to injure. It stemmed from an altercation at a fraternity fundraiser in 2024.
I felt like my safety was in imminent threat, and unfortunately, I was placed in a position where I had to defend myself.
How did you do that?
And boy, did he.
Again, I would rather not dive into the particulars of the situation.
The News for I team obtained video from that December evening 2 years ago inside a College Park restaurant. In it, Ford walks behind his fraternity brother, Adrian Wilcox, with a glass in hand. The two begin to talk. There is no audio. Did you say anything to denigrate him, call him
Silver Wolf?
Prior to the altercation?
Yes.
Yes. And he did the same as well.
In the video, Wilcox can be seen shoving Ford, and then a fight erupts. According to the complaint filed in court by Wilcox, Ford beat him with that glass cup. This was the aftermath, according to Wilcox, who also provided the I team with his medical records. Pictures show several stitches to the front of his face, a broken nose, staples in the back of his head, and he says he also has nerve damage.
But you do notice that he swung first, though, right? He did bomb first.
Do you have to go to the hospital for stitches?
I did. I had stitches.
Tell me about your stitches.
My stitches were in my finger.
Do you feel that your response to him was an overreaction?
Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you saw that video and he was running in your district, probably is, because we get people all over. Let me ask you, do you think that you still vote for him? Let me know by a sign of thumbs up or thumbs down. Would you still vote for him to be a senator, and why? Thumbs up if you still would vote for him, and thumbs down if you say, no, 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 you can't be my senator. Let me know, you guys. That's right. Let me know if you think he would become a good senator. Or do you think that they shouldn't even play this video, because that's not a judgment of his character right now? I got a lot of thumbs down. I'd vote for the winner of the fight. Okay, bird, plant, fish. Did I fight for the winner of the fight? Okay, fight for us that way. Fight for us that way. He struck first. The other guy did strike first. You got thumbs down when you got Jamal Crutcher over here. Nah, I need to be squeaky clean. So do our leaders. Okay, he wouldn't vote for. He wouldn't vote for him. Okay, I don't know anything about him besides this. Good observation. Depends on the rest of him is all straight. Self-defense. Lisa Roy said exactly. He definitely BWC. Oh my God. Somebody said he down with the BWC. Y'all sure he down with the broken wristed click? Okay, let's see. Let me do a little bit of analysis real quick.
No, I don't.
Do you have anger issues?
Absolutely not. This was my first altercation ever. And unfortunately, I was just placed in a position where I was forced to have to be physical. And that's not my character. Most people that know me could attest to the fact that that is not my character, has never been my character.
Wilcox declined an on-camera interview, but
I can't tell. I can't tell.
I survived a brutal assault on December 13th, 2024 at the hands of Kevin Ford Jr., someone who shows no regret or remorse for his actions. This trauma has altered my life, yet the absence of any accountability for my attacker deepens the wound beyond the physical. It is a daily reminder of pain, resilience, and the urgent need for justice. Both men pressed assault charges against one another. A district court commissioner elevated Fords to attempted second.
Somebody said he threw, who that said that? Somebody got a good observation. Look at Lawrence. Lawrence says he threw hands pretty good for being his first fight. Somebody, Kendra was like, damn, like the Friday punch. What we got over here? Brandon Donut Tussin, Donna Tussin, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What's going on from Columbus, Ohio? Yeah, we got y'all in the deck sometimes too.
Degree murder. These are serious charges. What happened with those felony charges?
The charges that were originally levied upon me were not sustainable in court, and they knew that, and that's why they dropped them.
Charges for both men were eventually dropped and their records expunged. The IT searched and confirmed they're no longer publicly available. Ford's campaign for state senate has garnered support from U.S. Senator Angelo Brooks, and he says he has more high-profile endorsements coming.
I think that this is really a Hail Mary attempt to try to stop the momentum that I've gained over the past few months in this campaign.
He accused his opponent in the Democratic primary, Delegate Tiffany Alston, for circulating the now expunged charges. Alston responded to those allegations in a statement that says, in part, "The fact is several constituents have reached out about this man's temperament and his violent behavior and the lack of accountability because of his political connections. And no, I'm not spreading it, but I will make sure that every citizen gets justice and people are held accountable for their actions."
You know you telling on him because you trying to get a hand up. Come on now, Tiffany. You know better than you know what she know what she's doing. Oh yeah? Give me everything you got on him. He's running against me. Give me everything you got. We going below the belt. But hey, if there was nothing to find, nothing to see, you wouldn't have nothing to tell. So she got something to tell. There we go, liberty and justice, good news and vibes, all in one, hot topics, current news, and good times on our bottom line. Thank you so much, Brian, again. Kendra Walker, thank you guys for showing love. And Brian, you got them rolling in the comments. Let's keep on going. So I hope y'all can keep laughing after this one, because we got a DEATH warrant that was signed for a man who, a little girl, and after he did what he did, threw her in a pond. This is serious. It's a serious situation right here, you guys. I want you guys to see this right here. This is really this is a terrible situation right here. Jacksonville little girl. Terrible situation. Let's go on over here to Jacksonville, you guys.
Governor Ron DeSantis signed a death warrant today for a Jacksonville man convicted of killing a 5-month-old baby and throwing her body into a pond.
Andrew Luke Hart was arrested back in 1996 and is scheduled to be the 8th person executed in Florida this year. News for Jack's anchor, Tark Miner, is here looking through our archive coverage of this case, Tark.
And this was a story that no one really could believe when it happened here in Jacksonville back in 1996. A man who killed a 5-month-old baby while changing her diaper.
Did you kill the baby, Miss Tark?
It's a question everyone in Jacksonville was asking, up until the arrest of 22-year-old Andrew Lucart, who initially reported 5-month-old Gabriel Hanshaw missing to authorities. The toddler was his girlfriend's daughter, and according to police, while changing the baby's diaper, she wouldn't lie flat, so Lucart forcefully and repeatedly pushed her head and neck to the floor. 30 minutes after the crime, Lucart reported the child missing, claiming he was following the suspect in his car. Police weren't buying that story for long. Using helicopters and divers, police searched for the body in a pond, up until Lucart led detectives to this wooded area off Chafee Road. Lucart would later admit that he killed his girlfriend's daughter, taking the stand in his own defense during the trial. He told jurors he struck the child with such force the baby stopped breathing.
I got scared and I started to panic, and I ran outside and threw the diaper away and jumped in the car and started up and left. I felt bad. I felt guilty.
The jury deliberated for only an hour and a half before finding Lucart guilty.
By a vote of 9-3, advised and recommended to the court that it impose the death penalty upon Andrew Richard Lucart.
There was no emotion from him in the court, but hysteria from his family as his mother ran out of the courtroom screaming.
Do you want the death penalty for Andrew Lucart? Yes. Why is that? He killed my baby. Anything you'd like to say about this verdict? What about the next phase? Are you worried about getting the death penalty?
No, I'm scared.
Why not?
God, that's one.
Lucart's execution date is scheduled for June the 2nd at 6 p.m. at Florida State Prison in Rayford. It would be the ninth death warrant signed by the governor this year after a record 19 executions last year in 2025 here in Florida. George.
I don't know why they keeping him on the road. I mean, if they did stuff like that, he deserved to go. For real, y'all. I want to pray for the soul of the baby. I want to pray for everybody that was affected then and now, because this is bringing up old scars. I want to pray for the mother and every single person that helped out and assisted in bringing him to justice. Lord, please protect our children and keep your hands on all of them, Lord, because that's all we got after the parents leave them out and take them and send them to school and send them out into the world. You're the only line of defense that we have, and we pray for you. Keep on covering our children. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Drexel Hill in Philadelphia, where a man admits to his own mother. His own mother. Woo! Told you guys, yeah, it was gonna be all right, but we got a couple of bangers in here. We got a couple.
With an update now to a story we brought you here on Action News at 10 Monday night. There is an arrest connected to a stabbing at a home in Delaware County.
Upper Darby police saying a man confessed to stabbing his mother to death after a family argument escalated. Action News reporter Caroline Doggett live for us in Upper Darby with more on this investigation and concerns about a rise in domestic violence. Caroline, what are you learning?
Yeah, well, Grand Cherry police tell us that man stabbed his mother 12 times in the chest. They tell me that this suspect is someone that they've been familiar with in the past, but that they've never been called to domestic violence incidents before between he and his mom.
Possible stabbing or
New details are now emerging about a domestic violence incident in Drexel Hill that turned deadly.
It's a sad, sad state of affairs when family members result in that type of violence.
The violence unfolded on Monday afternoon, just before 4:30, inside a home along the 4600 block of State Road. When Upper Darby Township Police got there, they found a man outside of the home screaming that his mother, identified as 51-year-old Michelle Fleming, was dead.
When officers went in, it was
51 years old.
immediately apparent that she was deceased and she was suffering from multiple stab wounds.
As they investigated, officers also learned Fleming had another son, 20-year-old Quadir Ford, who had left her home that afternoon in her car with her phone. They tracked him to Springfield Township. Police there stopped the car and took Ford into custody. The criminal complaint states that while in custody, Ford admitted to killing his mother with a silver knife after an argument, and then placed the knife, a pair of gloves, and a mask that were utilized during the homicide into a trash can in the rear of the property.
The relationship was not a good one, and the two of them were very accusatory towards each other over the course of the years, and that the argument that they had yesterday escalated.
Superintendent of Police Tim Bernhardt tells us domestic violence cases in the township have been on the rise since the end of last year.
Help is available. People just aren't taking the opportunity to get that help or separating themselves from those individuals that they're in that toxic relationship with.
So Bernhardt.
Just because you love them, don't mean you got to let them stay. You might have to actually leave the property and send the police to get them up out of there. And if it's that bad, sometimes you might have to love them from afar, ladies and gentlemen, and all of us, and stop leaving them with your grandmother and your aunt, because that's even worse, because they old.
All right, wants people at home tonight to know that help is available at police headquarters 24/7. As for Ford, he is now facing several charges, including first-degree murder. We're live tonight in Upper Darby Township. I'm Caroline Doggett for Action News 10 on PHL 17. Greg.
Yeah, if you guys get a little bit of one incident, two, I don't know how many incidents you have to have with somebody in order for them to, you know what I'm saying, to be the cherry on top. A lot of people take a lot of stuff. The same thing happened with Rob Reiner. Had situations with his son. He knew his son was a little, disheveled, but still let him stick around. Had order protection against him and had him removed from the property before. Sometimes you guys got to take the warning signs for just what they are. Just because you love somebody, don't let them take you out. It's real. Got to be serious, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to where we got Massachusetts, where we got a state trooper. He lost his life because of a wrong way driver trying to get away. Check this out, you guys. Let's go.
We begin this half hour with breaking news and an update on the deadly crash involving a Massachusetts state trooper. This is Route 1 in Linfield. We've been following it since the middle of the night. State police do tell us that that trooper has died from injuries that he suffered from the crash. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Paula Evan. We don't know the identity of the trooper at this hour. We know the wrong way driver who hit the trooper also died at the scene. WBZ's Penny Kmet is outside Mass General Hospital in Boston with the very latest. Penny?
Yes, Paula, as you mentioned, a horrible update this morning. State police confirming that the trooper that was involved in this overnight wrong way crash has died. And now several state troopers, along with Boston police officers, are gathered out.
Trying to show support.
Outside of the hospital here. We're on Charles Street. Dozens of police vehicles and state trooper vehicles, along with motorcycles.
Paradoxes. Thank you so much.
Was taken shortly after that crash, taken here to MGH. We're told that the crash happened in the middle of the night around 2 a.m. It's our understanding that the trooper was responding to a wrong way driver that was traveling south in the northbound lanes of Route 1 in Linfield when that driver struck the police cruiser. The driver of that car was pronounced dead on scene, while the trooper again taken here to MGH. But again, we just got word that they did not survive. Route 1 North was closed at Walnut Street in Saugus for about 6 hours after the crash, but it has since reopened. We do not have the identity of the trooper at this time. The state police say they do plan to hold a press conference later today, although it is not clear when exactly that will be. But the scene we're seeing right now, I mean, there is just a heaviness in the air here. I will say lots of officers gathered. We'll keep you posted as the story continues to unfold. No identity when it comes to the trooper. We will likely find that out later today, Paula.
Sad situation right there, you guys. Yeah, all over. Craziness. 2 prayers this morning. Previous one and this one. We got to pray for both. The mother who lost her life when it came down to her own son. Also got to pray for the trooper that lost his life from the wrong way driver, you guys. Cover all news here. We make sure we get everything out, and we want to make sure that you guys getting the top leading stories, even though they may be really hard to watch and hard to swallow. But it is the news. And this is what's going on in our world, which is why we try to deliver it in a different manner with a little bit of humility and a little bit of smiles along with it sometimes where it's possible. But yes, we do want to pray right now for the state trooper who lost his life, as well as everyone who is affected. All of those troopers out there that are showing respect, showing love, respect to you guys as well. Amen. That was 2 back to back, and that's it. No more. I'm good. No mas. That's it. Let's get back to some other stuff, some good things going on. Let's get on over to Norfolk, you guys. We got a truck driver. He's being credited with finding a little girl after an Amber Alert. He was just at the right place at the right time. She's walking around with a guy. He's like, wait a minute, I just heard this Amber Alert. And luckily, right place at the right time. He parked his car and basically got onto it. Let's check this story out here, you guys coming in from Norfolk today. Let's see what's up.
Amber alerts. We all get them, but imagine seeing the missing child right in front of you as the description is being read over the radio.
Imagine you getting an Amber Alert and you see the little girl right in front of you.
That was the reality for a trash truck driver in Norfolk, now credited with helping police find and bring a child to safety. Derek Lytle spoke to the driver about the experience.
Thank you, guys.
It was a normal work morning for Darwin Montgomery until it wasn't. He noticed the Amber Alert coming over the radio and saw the boy in distress on the street. A remarkable story of someone doing good in their community.
Just before 7 a.m. Thursday morning, an Amber Alert describing an adult male with a 2-year-old child came through the radio of Darwin Montgomery's recycled trash truck.
That alert came across the radio. And as I'm turning the corner and I'm hearing the alert on the radio, and I see the guy walking with the baby. And
let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. Pay attention to those Amber Alerts because you never know. The person could be right in front of you. They could be right there. That's right. Good work for this Amber Alert, but it gets a little funky. Just got to let you guys know. Story gets kind of crazy. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Didn't have no baby bag or that, so it kind of caught my attention.
Norfolk police say they received a call just after midnight from a woman, Ashley Dagner, off Orange Street in Norfolk, claiming her child had been taken by an acquaintance without her permission.
It just put me in a mode where I knew I needed to do something. and I didn't know what had happened or whatever, but all I knew was an Amber Alert came in describing a missing child of what I saw.
He parked his recycled trash truck just off Tidewater Drive onto Brambleton and began following the man. He considered intervening, but could tell the man may be going through a crisis.
I thought about it, but when I looked in his face, it's like, looking at his face, he just looked like he was in another world. Like whatever happened transpired up to that point, he was just going through it. So I said, you know what, let me just let the authorities handle it.
The child located safe thanks to the Amber Alert tip from Montgomery. Police say the man holding the child was known to the boy. Police detained him, but later released him with no charges. The child's mother, Ashley Dagner, is now charged with a felony-level child endangerment charge and
The mama got it. What you doing leaving that boy with people like this? And where was you at? They giving it to the mama now.
domestic assault.
Something you don't see every day. So it just took a toll on me as far as just wishing the best for the child.
Montgomery, happy the boy is safe. He hopes what he did influences others to step up in moments of need.
I hope it inspires others to jump out and do something from time to time when it's needed.
Derek Lytle, 13 News Now.
I still got questions. I want to know where the little boy is at. How this man get him in the first place? The mother's locked up, so what's going on with that? Why is she locked up? I got to get more of this case, you guys. We got to follow this a little more. I might have to get crafty and get into this because I want to know a lot. I want to know, how did they just give the child back and the guy got arrested, right? And the guy got out. But who did they give the child to if the mother is arrested? That's why I said it was kind of shaky. We don't even know what's going on with this case. Luckily, they did get the child back from that person, but what's the chances of him getting them again? We got to see what's going on with this. Let's keep on moving forward. That's why some of these cases, we don't know until we do know. That's why we follow them to the end. If you guys appreciate the content, I'm seeing that we almost matched the numbers of people we got here. As long as you guys have hit that like button, we appreciate you. It's going to get much more people over here to know about these stories and to educate you. And as well, the health and wellness section that's coming up soon. And boy, do I have to say it's going to be a little bit tasty. Let's get into it, you guys. We got to get on over to Inside Edition, a special brief. This one right here is a dad that saves his son that was choking. He was choking on one of them lemon drop candies. You guys ever eat a piece of candy, one of those hard pieces of candy, and it goes down and you're like, I don't know how many people have experienced choking before, but I got to tell you, it is not a pleasant experience. Luckily, this boy's dad was there to save the day. I'm talking about saved his life. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's see this as his dad steps in and saves him. Check this out. Pay attention to the right-hand side. This is where he's going to come in and eat the candy at. That's his dad over there sitting down. Check this out.
It's a family crisis. A 13-year-old boy pops a piece of candy into his mouth and slugs water. Suddenly, the candy lodges in his throat. He needs help urgently. Unable to speak, the boy desperately tries to convey to his parents what's happening. Dad leaps in. As Dad expertly performs the Heimlich maneuver, you can see the candy go flying.
And you also notice what he did to get it down there, right? Almost took it like a pill, where he put it in his mouth and then drank some water, thereby opening up a little bit and helping it go down. And then when that water got past it, it got stuck and then he got nervous. That's what happened right there. You're lucky your dad was there to get that out. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Luigi, so much. Thank you, my brother. Let's keep on going.
The reaction from a very relieved mom.
You're not ever eating up again. Are you okay? It's always been my biggest fear of one of my kids choking.
I spoke to Elizabeth Mackey, her son Evan, and hero husband Joe at their home outside Sacramento. What's going through your mind immediately?
I'm trying to swallow it, and then I realized I can't swallow it because it's too big, and it's like clogged my throat.
I immediately noticed he was choking, and then my brain thought, Dad can save him much faster than I can.
I need everybody. What are we going to do? We need to learn the Heimlich maneuver over here because we already learned the, what's the other one? Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Do we need to get a Heimlich maneuver video going? That might be a good one. Health and wellness.
Grabbed him. One good thrust. It worked. I didn't know it worked the first time.
It was big. It was one of those big, like, probably quarter size.
Hey, Liberty, if you got a chance, email me on Discord and say Heimlich maneuver for health and wellness selection. Thank you.
Lemon
hard candies.
Do you happen to have any more of that candy?
Oh no, I threw them all away.
You heard the mother? She like, well, you know how to, she probably went straight for the bag when it happened.
Candies.
Do you happen to have any more of that candy?
Oh no, I threw them all away instantly.
And he lucky that they was there. What if he would have popped that candy in his mouth and he would have been there by himself, or his parents wouldn't have been there? Yeah, let me tell you something. I'm so tired of people saying that they can do it without him. Let me tell you something about Daddy. Daddy ain't no joke. Papa was a rolling stone. Doo-doo. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. But when he was around to get that piece of candy out your throat, you ain't had no problem with him, right? Yeah, I bet you didn't. You're special, such an awesome personality. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Belinda. I try to do it for all of us. And we got to keep this thing going every single morning. We're up to like our 460 something episode. We haven't missed but one day. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If you appreciate the content that you're getting here and you have not hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. And of course, I see we good with the numbers, but hey, can you do something that you never did before? How about hitting that share button? Like, boop. This is what I'm watching right now. It's the arrow, right? Hit that share, copy, paste, put it somewhere. Let people on your Facebook account know. Let people know on your TikTok. Go ahead and share it somewhere. Instagram. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Washington State, where we got a driver who was accused of chasing a child on an e-bike. She got out of the streets, went up on the sidewalk, and chased the child. All I can say is she's lucky that the mother or the father or the sister or the brother didn't get her ass. I'm going there. She lucky she didn't get caught. With this one right here, she lucky the police got her. Because if any mother here can watch this video without being scared first, angry after, diabolically going nuts after this, I don't know. I don't know. I think any mother right now, if you saw your child, even after the video was played, you're going to start crying. But if you knew that this was going on with your child being chased like this,
all right, take a look at this crazy video from Washington State. Cell phone footage shows a woman allegedly driving dangerously close behind that young boy on an e-bike. She was arrested and accused of trying to run over a child. That's on the sidewalk, folks. Carter Evans has the story.
Shocking video taken April 28th appears to show a woman driving slowly while honking along a residential street southwest of Spokane, Washington, before suddenly veering to the left into a driveway, nearly hitting a young boy on an e-bike. The child briefly looks back at the silver sedan before taking off down a sidewalk.
Oh my God.
With the car following at a high rate of speed.
No kidding. Oh my God.
Jennifer Taylor says her son is the boy who was almost run over.
He said he looked back just in disbelief, like, is she really coming after me in her car? And then once he realized she is, that's when he took off.
According to the sheriff's office, the woman then drove to another neighborhood.
who that? Oh, hell no, call my lawyer, Kendra. Wise Eye says, if it was my family, I'd go to jail. Bernadette says, oh my God, hope she's in jail. Look at that. I saw that crazy people. I wonder what led up to this moment. You saw what led up to it. She just did the right, and she's been drinking. She's drunk, and the car stolen. She tried to break in somebody's house after that. Enough of this alleged BS. Okay. What the F? Yeah, Jordan Dowdy, I'm doing good, working hard. Okay, let's keep on going. How you doing, Jordan? What's going on, bro?
About a mile away, police say she attempted to break into a home. Officers were called to the scene where they arrested 56-year-old Wendy Clement, who they say initially denied being impaired before admitting to drinking alcohol. Police say Clement claimed she did not remember the incident with the child. Taylor told CBS News her son did nothing to instigate the confrontation.
He was shooken up. He was scared. He thought for sure she was going to run him over, which, you know, if he had skin out or fallen, she would have.
Clement was booked on multiple charges, including assault and DUI. For CBS Mornings, I'm Carter Evans.
My God.
Can you guys imagine how terrified that little boy was?
Scared to death.
I'm glad, ma'am, your son is okay. That's very, very scary.
And her point that you made, which is if he skidded out or if he fell, she was going so fast, she would have ran him clean over. Yeah.
This one has some issues. He has some help.
Somebody said she needed to get, Jack said he would have gave her the old school. Jack said she would have got the old school beating. Yeah, look at that. Yes, people are crazy, Lisa. Yeah, who's that? Isaac. I'm sorry, Isaac Tiller. People are insane. Yeah, I hope the kid is resilient. Sarah, good morning. Let's keep on going forward. We got to get on over to Beaverton, you guys. This little girl helped save her grandmother after she fell, and she was a little toddler too. Teach your kids. I'm telling you, don't say that they're too young to learn. If she can walk and talk, teach them. And guess what? You know what I do love about the grandkids and keeping them around the grandparents? I don't know what it is, but grandparents have a way to get through to the kids that's so different. And being around your grandparents, I'm just gonna say, I think it makes you smarter because they hit you with all of that wise ability and all that information while you're young. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
The Beaverton Police Department is praising one little girl's quick actions. Police say the 4-year-old was with her grandmother when she suddenly fell and hit her head. Before he was assigned to breaking news, Foxtel's Betsy Barra spoke with the family and explains how what happened next made all the difference.
Yeah.
This is a moment on April 17th when 4-year-old Nova Hollett directed first responders to her grandma who fell and hit her head.
It's in here?
Yeah.
Haley Rose, Nova's mom, says she was at work when she was notified through her Ring camera about the emergency at their apartment.
Your daughter did a great thing and helped. Your mom fell and busted her head.
The Beaverton Police Department says Nova recognized the need for help and flagged a neighbor down to call 911. When officers arrived, Nova led them to her apartment, where they quickly helped her grandma, who was confused and disoriented. When Rose heard about what happened, she left work to be by her family's side.
As I was driving and as I could see her communicating with them and just hearing her talk made me calmer.
Rose's 76-year-old mother was taken to the hospital. Nova told Rose she remembers seeing her grandma fall.
She babysitting her grandmama. How about that? Yeah, that's a good girl right there. Babysat her grandmother. Make sure she was good.
But doesn't know how it happened.
We'll take care of your kid.
Yeah. This surveillance video shows a 76-year-old mother and grandma with a bloody head after the dangerous fall. The Beaverton Police Department praised Nova for her bravery and awareness, especially for being so young.
Good job. You did a good job, sweetheart.
Her daughter's quick action to help is something Rose is proud of.
Her telling the cops like, oh, it's right here, it's right here. She's inside. It's just like heartwarming to hear, like to see like a 4-year-old doing that.
As the family moves forward from this scary incident, Rose knows whatever happens, her mom will have Nova, her little protector, by her side.
And they're just two peas in a pod, to be honest. Anywhere, if my mom's going outside, she'll go out with her. And she's like, I'm just going to open the door. She's like, okay, are you taking out the trash? I'm going to go with you, take out the trash. So she's like literally like my mom's like right-hand girl.
Reporting in Beaverton, I'm Vince Ibarra, Fox 12 Working.
It's a sweet story, Vince. Thank you. Nova's grandmother is now home. The Beaverton Police Department is now nominating the 4-year-old for a Community Life-Saving Award, and she deserves it, that's for sure.
That's right. Happy birthday to your dad, too. We see that. We saw it in the comments. Whose dad is the birthday? Who's got a birthday dad coming up? Who's got a birthday dad coming up? Because, you know, if it come around on that day, we're going to say, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. And she's her mama's twin. She looks just like her mother, don't she? Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up for more love, you guys. Stuff like that. That's what we like to see around here. Let's keep it moving. How many of you guys love to see stories like that where good things are coming together? So you know what? I got something even better for you. Let's get on over here. I know sometimes you got to go through pain in order to get to the happy stuff. Sometimes it takes a lot of pain in order to get to the good points. So you guys, this is how I feel about situations, how I feel about life. Just to let you know, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life too, but I'm never going to stop, never going to stop pushing, never going to stop enjoying life, family, and people. You guys as well. That's what we're here for, and showing love and respect. So happy birthday to your pops as well. That's right. What was that? Happy birthday to your dad, Brian. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you so much. And Brian, happy birthday to your dad. Want you guys to see this video right here. Imagine not being able to see or only having a small amount of vision. Imagine you finally get an operation where they're taking the tape off of your eyes, and you're gonna be able to see your mother's face and your mother's smile for the first time. You guys are gonna feel the pain from the stickers and the stitches, and the tape coming off, because I know how you guys are. But I want you guys to see this video for a blind girl that sees her mom for the first time. She was born blind, and throughout operations, they finally were able to give her vision. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Beautiful story for a great day. Now she's asking if she can take them off, but she's saying no because she know that the tape is gonna hurt as she takes the bandage off her eyes. 2-year-old Nikali Perena couldn't even see light and had to undergo several surgeries. If you notice, her mother's not gonna be able to take a lot of this crying because she feels the pain. Nikali received 7 unsuccessful surgeries back home in Brazil. She's trying to wet the area as she removes the bandage so it's not as sticky and doesn't hurt so much. So back in Brazil, she was not able to have successful eye surgeries. Her mother posted on Facebook, and within days, thousands of strangers came together and raised $17,000 for surgeries in the U.S. Nikali is also deaf, so one can only imagine how scary this has to be for her. Not understanding what is going on and why someone is all over her face. But when she sees her mom for the first time, they're both open. She's been so brave and soon to be worth it. I gotta say one thing from Nikali. Think she ain't try to snatch that damn tape off her face? She's like, hell with this, I'm doing this myself. Go on, Nikali. I see you trying to get it off. She throws her arms around her mom's head for a cuddle. The doctors in the US were also able to perform surgery on her ears the same day, allowing Nikali to hear, see, sing, and stand on her own. The mother says, my daughter is free now. She now shines more than before. I'd rather watch videos like this and good stuff like this, you guys, than anything else, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Those are the videos I'd rather watch all day long before any of this other stuff. And thank God, thank you for putting your hands on Nikali, for the surgeons that were there to help her out, for the mother, for her being able to see, right, for us being able to experience that together. I think that was beautiful because, you know, I know that you guys were going through every inch of pain when she was crying from those bandages. But did you see her relief when she finally opened her eyes and said, I can see? Imagine what that feels like. God bless you and thank you so much for putting your hand on that baby and for making that surgeon even want to be a doctor. Real talk. All the nurses and everybody that helped out. Amen. That was beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why we do this. That's why we do this. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward. What we got over here? We got, anybody remember Biggie Smalls on the beginning of Juicy when he said, this song goes out to everybody and from that's in every hood, to all the people that hated on me, for the people that used to call the police on me when I used to sell drugs in front of my building to try to make a little money. It's all good, baby, baby. Not exactly that, but someone called the police on a sleeping man in a car. Might have been a Karen saying, "We got a man over here sleeping in the car. Can you get the police over here, please?" All I want to say is, it didn't go your way, Karen. Because guess what? Understanding stepped in, and God is number one around these parts. And when understanding steps in, you get beautiful results. Come on over here, Karen, trying to call the police on somebody because the man is asleep in his own car. How about thinking about it could be the other way around? You ever think the man could be tired and actually need some rest? Different type of story right here, you guys. Let's get on over to this situation right here, where a welfare check turns tense when an officer finds a man asleep behind the wheel of a car, and they assume the worst. But as the conversation unfolds, they see what's really going on with this hardworking man who's just out here working for his family.
179, approaching suspect.
Approaching suspect because of the call. And you're out of here, accountable. Bam!
Something wrong? What?
How you doing, sir?
I'm okay. I
Gotten some calls. The neighbors are complaining that you've been parked here for quite some time. You mind me asking what's going on here? You have a late night?
yeah. I was just coming from one of my job, and I just haven't slept in like a day, so I just need to get a quick nap.
Do you have anything to drink?
He said, I just came from my job and I just needed a quick nap. Had anything to drink?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't drink.
So what's going on?
Yeah, my wife lost her job recently, and I had to work like multiple jobs. I'm working like at an office, and now I have to go like get food delivery.
His wife lost her job, and now he has to work multiple jobs in order to make up for what she lost. So now he's not even been home for a while, and next thing he's about to do is go make some food deliveries.
For pizza place, so yeah, I just lost some sleep. Yeah, so just needed a quick chance to close my eyes.
So there's no alcohol or any narcotics in the car?
No, I don't do drugs, no alcohol, nothing like that.
So it's literally just overworked and underslept?
Yes, I just haven't slept in over a day. Yeah, I just all hit all at once, and I just need a little bit of sleep.
Sweet RV.
I gotta provide, my family needs it right now.
You hear the words he's saying? It's tough out here. I gotta provide because my family needs it. This man is sleeping in his car. He's tired.
You're stepping up as the man.
Yeah.
You're doing more than most of them do.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people would have thrown in the towel right now.
Just some days I really feel like giving up, but I can't let my family down. I have a little girl.
When's the last time you've been home?
Oh, my little girl, she goes to school, and then my wife, she usually works, and, but now she lost her job, so I haven't been home in like 2 days.
He hasn't been home in 2 days, doing ride shares, deliveries, whatever he can do to make ends meet. And he's, of course, tired, Karen.
I just have to be hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing more than most, man. It's very easy today to just throw in the towel. Nobody really seems to want to roll their sleeves up and do the work. And it seems to me that you are.
Yeah, I'm trying. The price of everything keeps going up.
So expensive.
Groceries are crazy right now.
My deodorant is $12. It used to be $4.
Yeah, it's gas is ridiculous. Now I'm doing food delivery or a pizza place, and as the gas keeps going up, like my profit and money I make, it's just going down.
He doing food delivery for a pizza place, but as the gas keeps going up, he's losing profits. How the hell you know about that unless you're really doing it?
People are tipping less because they have less money, and
People are tipping less, so that's why I got to work 2 jobs right now.
wow.
But they want to call police on him because he's sleeping in his car minding his business. Karen.
Listen, I'm not going to rate you up. I simply woke you up. I can tell there's no wrongdoing here. If anything, this was a lot of right doing.
You heard what he said? I like people like this. He got nothing but honor, nothing but respect for me. He said, I'm not going to write you up. I can tell what you're doing. And then he go even further than that is what I really like.
You're doing all the right things. You're not playing a victim. You're not asking the government to bail you out.
Thank you, sir.
You're showing up. You're the definition of a man.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir.
You know what? I got something in my car for you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Now, ain't she feeling stupid about this, y'all? That Karen feel real stupid, don't she? She feel real dumb right now. I wish she'd be watching. I hope she watching out the window.
This is brand new. I haven't touched it. You need it a lot more than I do.
Thank you, officer. Man, even something as small like a coffee, like, man, I haven't bought one of these just because I'm like, man, I got to save every dollar.
He said, wow, thank you for this cup of coffee. Even something like this, I haven't bought one of these in a while because I got to save everything for my family. He gave him his brand new fresh coffee, y'all.
Thank you. This means a lot. It's going to help me get through my next shift.
You've been an inspiration to me today, I'll be honest with you. So just keep it up. You know, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Yeah.
And you're doing all the right things. Good things happen when you do the right things.
I appreciate that.
So listen, take as much time as you need here, okay? Drink the coffee, wake up, relax. I'm gonna go ahead and call this in, let them know everything's fine, no one's gonna bother you.
Now she feels super stupid. He gave him a coffee, told him to take as much time as you need, and I'm gonna call it in so the other police don't bother you. So if she called again mad that he ain't do nothing, we took care of it already. Go sit your ass down somewhere. I love it. I love it.
You're setting a good example for your daughter and your family.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You have a great day, all right? God bless you.
You too. Thank you.
Oh, you know she was mad after that one, y'all. Woo, she probably was looking out the window over the terrace like, yeah, I already called them, Stu. Yeah, they should be, yeah, they came now. They should be getting them out of there. I don't know what he was doing. And the next thing you know, gave him his coffee and stepped off. Woo! She probably had a whole, burnout. She probably went crazy on her head was steaming, that steaming demon. Let's keep on moving forward. Yes, we try to have the good stories going on. And yes, show some props for the good police out there. Thank you for noticing and thank you for looking at everything like a separate situation, officer. That was stand-up work. Now, I want to ask you guys, how many people in here started working out since we started doing this? How many people started changing your diet since we started doing health and wellness? How many people adapted any one thing to whatever they learned throughout our journey for health and wellness? I have adapted a lot. I'm not bragging. I just want to say I have. Why? Because I have to look at the stuff and I have to make sure that I'm actually giving you guys good content. So we got Rosewood 5478 that says me. Who else we got over here? Jordan Dowdy says, I got out there quick. I'm not trying to talk to no police. Oh, you talking about that? Okay, you can stand on topic though. Always working out, says Brian King Falcone. One love. Okay, my wife has. Okay, sweet RV. Okay, I did and still can't find good dish soap. Ain't it hard? Ain't it hard? I've been working on my eye exercise. I like that. I'm going to tell you about a tea that can help you out. I'm going to go grab it while we're talking. I made so many changes. I have definitely. Right here, Miss Cookie. There you go, Kendra Kolesiv. I love this. And are you finding things that are actually helping you out and you're feeling the difference? How is he talking there? Okay, keep on moving forward. You're about to get out of here. Who else we got up out of here? Keep teaching, brother. This is the works of weary kings. That's right. Sometimes you got to keep on moving right and keep on moving until you get it right. I never claim to be perfect. Thank you, Sammy USA, that says me. I made my total raw green salad from watching the other day, H and other section, and the other day. I just want to make sure that you guys are feeling good. There you go. It's time to get into it, you guys. Because if you guys have been, well, how many people worked out though? How many people tried like the 5-minute workouts in the morning or the early morning sessions in the workouts? I want to know who's moving. I want to know who's moving and grooving and doing all of the, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, got the balance down packed and stuff like that. How many of you guys are doing all of this and all of that? You know what I'm saying? Flexing and moving their body. That's what I'm talking about. You guys got to move it, because if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. I'm going to show you a perfect example. I want to know your excuse. All of these people that say, tomorrow I'm going to do it. Maybe the next day I'll do it. You guys got to stop being like that. You know why? Because if old people can do it, this is how I'm going to show you guys. You always say, oh, I'm not that old, so I don't got to do this. Oh, yeah? Let's flip the coin now. If old people can do this, how come you 25-year-olds, you 22-year-olds, you 30-year-olds aren't doing this? I'm about to show you a grandmother age 89 and 91. They're training at the gym. And you guys talking about, oh, I'm not going to get out there and do that. Maybe tomorrow, Gotti. Hey, yo, Gotti, probably tomorrow I'm going to get out there. Meanwhile, at home, I cook and I feed my husband, so my whole body takes on a lot of things. But my younger sister, who comes to train here, now she's 91 years old. She said her younger sister is 89. She encouraged her for good results, so she and her daughter encouraged her to go. She's 91. My husband is at the final stage of his life, but still. She asked her to train there because he worries that I could not be on her own. I also made up my mind to stay healthy. This is why she trains. 91 years old. What's your excuse? I'm tired of, yo, tomorrow I got you, Gotti. Next time we're going to do it. Now we're going to see her sister busted out with 30 kgs. She got a trainer. 89. All right, I'm gonna throw some names out here. Winter, what's going on, Carolina? How you doing over there? Yeah, what's going on? Come on, don't start talking. Keep on chatting. I want to know, Miss Swanza, what type of workout you guys doing? I'm calling people out because I do it. I'm calling people straight on out. Man, sweet RV2, the gym my wife and I used to go to has a lady who is 100 years old. She didn't look like it. She didn't look like it at all. Worked out every day. Foreigners are always ancient. Ha ha. Get it, lady. Kendra, how you doing over there with those workouts, Rose? Huh, Rosewood? I just got a question. See, everybody want to be quiet. I know nobody want to put up no comments now. Come on, you guys. Where Colessive at? Where's Winter Rising at? Hey, Liberty and Justice. You always have comments. What's going on here? Let's go. I'm just messing with y'all. Somebody said to her, hey, Granny, can you lift 30 kgs? She says, of course I can. And then she did it.
我可以的，没问题的。他说啊，没问题，真的没问题吗？我说不要害怕，真的没问题的。所以我就举了30公斤，这个都是真的。
在医学上面来说
，OK, Tanya.
患者就是说，训练的过程中最有证据告诉我们可以预防这所谓的肌少症。
Helps out with osteoarthritis and a whole bunch of things to keep your body moving, keep your body flowing.
有另一部分帮助说这个骨质疏松。
Increases the density of the bones in general. He says he has observed in these older women that it's actually increasing density in their bones.
的这个骨质骨密度的增加。那这整体来说，
increase the trend of elderly people accepting such concepts.
我们观察其实这个趋势是越来越盛行，越来越多年长者
Give up the idea of remaining sat or lying down. They tell them to give up the idea of remaining sitting down or lying down.
接
Get
受
up
这
and
样的观
move.
念，会认为我应该不是说因为年纪年
Become elderlies, and instead they would pick up sports and training.
长就应该坐着躺着，应该是要更加的运动训练。
So yeah, y'all. No, there's no excuse. She was the one that was 91 looked younger than the one that was 89. She had a little black in her hair. The one that had all snow caps looked like she was about 70, maybe 60 years old. That's 66 pounds her age. Y'all saw that right there? Only in the hood. That's 66 pounds at her age. That's a lot. Keep moving. So I need to keep moving. Keep moving. That's what they're trying to tell you. That's what they're trying to tell you. That's right. What y'all got over here for me? They tell who Jack is telling secrets. You can keep moving with a phone in your hand. Ooh, you don't got to put the phone down. I got what you're trying to say. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to get into it, you guys. How to unprocess your diet from breakfast to dinner. That's right, you guys. We eat a lot of processed foods. I'm not trying to say that sometimes it's not okay. Because I go in a section sometimes and I'm like, damn, I do want some chips. I do want this. All I'm trying to say, you guys, is even myself, I just take it in moderation now. And the more I eat, the better I eat, the better I feel. Miss Swanza says, I use the Simple app and it gives me 10 to 12 minute workouts every day. You can choose your own workouts and it's free. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza. Everybody, show Miss Swanza some love for the super chat. And go ahead and download the app because she's going to start giving you information anyway, sharing information. Hey, Miss Swanza, can you please put that up in the in the Discord to tell people more about the Simple app? I'd appreciate it, and everybody in there will be able to use it. Maybe you can give them a couple of tips. Really would appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. And Jordan Dowdy 913. Always showing love with the $5 super chat. Show Jordan some love. Let's keep on moving forward, guys. How to unprocess your diet from breakfast to dinner for energy, the gut health, and to lower inflammation. Yes, you guys, we talk about it all the time, and we always say, gotta eat better. But yeah, Boogotti, how I know to mix all this stuff up? You never showed us a menu or what we could have for breakfast, what we can have for lunch. And what about when I want a snack? And what about if I want something to drink, maybe something sweet? What can we use instead? I got you guys. I got you. Because you got to practice what you preach. You can't just be talking it without living it. So here we go, you guys. We're getting right into it right now. Let's go. What we got for you right now? How to unprocess your diet from breakfast to dinner for energy, gut, and lower inflammation. The doctor's kitchen. You guys are going to remember the doctor once he pops in. Ladies kind of like him. But hey, got to play both sides of the coin, fellas as well as the ladies. Let's get on into it, you guys, because I want to get into how to unprocess your your diet from breakfast to dinner. You want more energy? You want better health and better energy? Breakfast? Do you love cereal? Too bad it's stripped of everything. Yeah, we think that we eating good stuff when it comes down to cereal because of the wheat and all of that. They put the wheat leaf on the box, but do you have any idea what they do to that flake to make it come back to look that color? First they break it down, then they build it back up. Then they toast it. They do a lot of stuff, you guys. We don't get a lot of the real nutrients and the fibers that we need out of our breakfast cereals. We have to find alternatives. We're going to get into it. That's right, you guys. How to unprocess your diet from breakfast to dinner. And this is the doctor's kitchen. Let's go.
Need to cut out ultra-processed foods. But the tricky part is they hide in so many foods that look healthy. So I'm going to show you how I unprocess my diet from breakfast to dinner in 10 easy swaps that will make the biggest difference to how you feel every day. I used to love cereals as a medic. Breakfast in less than 60 seconds, heart logo on the box, fortified with vitamins. It seemed like a really good hack. But by 10 o'clock, I was starving, unfocused.
How many other people by 10 o'clock you starve and the food that you ate for breakfast ain't still there and you want to go get another snack? That's the beginning of the problem because you didn't have a good breakfast and it wasn't hearty enough to hold you over. Have you ever had breakfast that held you over to lunchtime or snack time? Let's go.
Chasing energy with more and more coffee. The stress of medicine really did not help either. I didn't realize at the time, but most quick breakfast foods are ultra processed. You see, companies, they take the cheapest parts of whole foods and then they break them down into powders, refined oils, isolates using chemicals and high heat, and then they mix it all back together with flavoring, sweetness, and emulsifiers. It tastes really good. It lasts forever and it costs pennies to make. That's how you go from a whole grain like wheat to a highly refined cereal flake. The trade-off is not worth it. You lose fiber, essential nutrients, those beautiful anti-inflammatory polyphenols, and the natural food structure that keeps you full. So your body digests it quickly, your blood sugar rises, and then you're hungry an hour later. You haven't had enough protein and you haven't had enough fiber. Over years, this pattern of eating can increase our risk of gut.
It's not you. It's because the food that they give us, it's not designed to fill you up. It's designed to make you want more.
Issues, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, some cancers, even depression and anxiety. But that does not mean you need to cook a full meal from scratch at 7 in the morning. Instead of cereal or granola bars, make overnight oats or a yogurt bowl and load it with whole fruit, nuts.
That actually looks really good. Whole fruit, nuts. That looks better than the cereal, guys, and it's going to hold you better.
Seeds, cacao, a spoonful of nut butter. You can prep it the night before in under 5 minutes. And it keeps you full because it's got protein and fiber. Instead of pastries or baked goods like a sausage roll, go for.
Do not mess with this right here. That little dollar cart that's outside, the little pastries and stuff like that with the coffee, that is not going to sustain you. And all of that sugar and that crap that's in there, it's not good for you. And the carcinogens that we were talking about yesterday, that's in the bagels, are in most of these foods. So stay away from any cancer-causing crap that we do not want in our diet. Every time you see this, make it look like you got beef with it. And yes, I understand, but Boogotti, we're going to keep cutting stuff out till we can't eat nothing. No, we're going to show you what you can eat, and it's actually really good. And knowing that you made it yourself, oh man, and stop sleeping on yourself.
Pastries or baked goods like a sausage roll, go for quality whole grain bread. Spread that with nut butter and some berries that's hot for extra fiber. If you
Now, I don't even eat eggs, but look at these egg muffins right here. Y'all can supplement y'all diet for stuff like this with these egg muffins or maybe some hummus instead of concentrates. Yeah.
for some savory egg muffins or homemade spread like hummus or edamame and pea, I make these ahead and I've got breakfast ready in literally 60 seconds. Instead of a shop bought smoothie or fruit juice, pre-portion your fruit.
It's all concentrated. All of that poured out crap is all concentrated with nothing but sugar and crap inside of it. Mix berries inside of a Ziploc and go ahead and freeze it. This way, when you guys want it, go ahead and hit it with the Ninja, and now you got a fresh drink right there.
Fruit, oats, and seeds in a freezer bag, just like I do, and then blend it quickly to take on the go with you. It's got so much more fiber and actually keeps you satisfied. Plus, you know exactly what's going in it, no added sugar. If you usually have bacon, ham, or other processed meats, try whole eggs with beans, avocado.
Yeah, processed meats, really, really bad for you. I know you guys love bacon, you love your little sausage or something like that. I'm not telling you to cut it all out, but sometimes you can have that. I think to switch the diet to the good stuff, and then sometimes you can treat yourselves with things like that, especially when you're getting older. You got to be health conscious and diet aware, you guys.
Or greens instead. And trust me on this one, smoked tofu, finely sliced, it tastes like turkey. And trust me, please keep watching. I'm not going to bang on about tofu anymore. I might do actually. If there's only one meal you decide to make changes to and unprocess, make it breakfast. Find 2 or 3 options that you like and make them on repeat.
The truth about the matter is, majority of people don't have time for breakfast. They don't think to make breakfast, you have to get to work. You're thinking about what you got to do for the day. So if you are that type of person, you may want to start your breakfast prep in the evening. This way, once you wake up, it's already there. Like you had the prepared oats with the berries, and it looked really good.
will make a huge difference to your energy and set the tone for the rest of your day. We all get that moment between meals. You're not exactly hungry, but you want a little something. And that's usually when the quick grab-and-go foods are right there, staring at you. Granola bars, biscuits, crisps. The issue is they're super quick to eat and digest. You'll get that quick hit of energy, but it does not last. And you often end up hungrier and more tired an hour later.
That's why, because it's designed for you to just keep on eating and it don't do nothing for you. Just keep on remembering that. Is it something that's actually going to give you fiber, something good for your body? It might taste good because that's the only thing that's going to give you a fake, false taste. But what it's doing to you in the long run is not worth it, guys.
If I want a sweet snack, I'll go for something like fruit, pears, apples. These are wonderful ingredients that have got the full structure with loads of fiber and nutrients. And sometimes I'll pair that with nut butter or yogurt. If I want a savory snack, it might be a
boiled egg, hummus,
veg sticks, or roasted chickpeas.
Ain't nothing wrong with carrots, you guys. Carrots are good for you, good for your eyesight too, and the vitamins are good for you. Slice some carrots and make your own stuff. You save money too, especially in this economy. You can't be going out getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner all the time, especially when you're working out. I mean, you're working somewhere. And that's another thing. You wind up not eating the right balance sort of a meal when you're at work because you're just on the go all the time, having all this fast prep stuff. It's not good. If you can do it the night before, it makes sense. And yeah, the people that are single, okay, you say you're single and that's why you don't cook. You're still cooking for yourself because the next day you got leftovers and you can use a lot of those leftovers for your next day's lunch and you don't have to worry about your lunch the next day. Just keep on moving forward.
Or roasted edamame. You get that wonderful crunch, but they also bring fiber, protein,
looks
and
good.
Nutrients. Or I'll make my fritters and freeze them for when I need them. They're really easy to reheat in the toaster. And if I'm in the mood for a snack bar, I batch make homemade oat bars with nuts, seeds, spices, and a bit of fruit.
I love the way he made his own nut bars. I love this. Just the fact that you can do this. I never thought about it before. You can make your own bars, your own snack bars.
You can even make them savory with cumin and chili. It's a really common Indian style
They look good.
You get that lovely pairing between sweet, chili, and salty. It's delicious. Try it once. The Doctor's Kitchen protein bar. Honestly, this is the healthiest and best tasting protein bar I've ever.
Now, y'all telling me that don't look good right there and you know you made it yourself? Come on, y'all. Let's get right with ourselves. Let's do this.
Tried. And sidebar, if nuts feel heavy or you find them hard to digest, you can soak or lightly toast them. Soaking softens the structure, making them easier to digest and also increasing
protein
availability of some of their nutrients, including protein. With a little planning, you can get the same convenience of a mid-morning snack, but with way more nutrition and no additives.
Lunchtime.
Options are generally uninspiring.
Lunchtime is always something like this: a cheap little sandwich, some Coca-Cola, some chips. And by 1 o'clock, you're starving again because you're eating crap.
Pre-made wraps, pre-made sandwiches, they look okay, but they can easily pack in 5 or 6 ultra-processed foods.
And it's mad expensive now. To eat a real lunch is crazy expensive.
To one meal. Now I've got news for you. Most supermarket bread is mass-produced with refined grains, even the healthy-looking ones. They're low in nutrients and filled with emulsifiers, so they stay bouncy and fresh-looking for weeks. That's not normal, and it's very different from a quality whole grain bread like rye or a traditionally made sourdough.
Thank you, Crunchy.
Or chicken slices are strongly tied to health risks. And no judgment, this used to be me every day during long shifts in the hospital where there are little options. But a whole food lunch can actually be just as fast and cheaper if you prep ahead. I swap those kind of lunches for a homemade bento box.
I love sliced peppers. All of this stuff, I can do it. I can do all of this.
With leftovers, roasted veg, beans, lentils, tuna, boiled eggs, or chickpeas. It requires no cooking, takes minutes to put together, and sometimes I do it the night before or the morning of before I leave for work.
Do it the night before. This way your food is ready, y'all, and you're saving money.
If you love a sandwich, like I do, choose good quality whole grain bread or make your own, like the Doctor's Kitchen bread. Try it once and it will change your life. And avoid processed meats like ham and salami. Instead, go for tinned sardines, eggs, leftover roast meat like chicken, hot smoked salmon, tofu. Sorry for saying tofu again. And pair that with fiber-rich fillings, hummus, avocado, roasted vegetables, peas.
This is a omelet sandwich right here on avocado with he's made all natural grain bread. I'm sorry, you guys. Natural grain bread with avocado, and that's a fried omelet on top. Oh boy, oh boy. Woo!
Avocado dip. The options are endless. If you love those salty noodle pots you buy from the stores,
I like
you
this.
can make your own in minutes.
I like this.
Pack it with vegetables, a good quality protein sauce, soy and miso, pour some hot water at work, and you've got a delicious noodle soup that's going to be nourishing for you in minutes.
Instead of cup of noodles, noodles, make your own.
But in reality, my go-to for lunch are leftovers.
Avocado toast.
A portion of whatever I'm making the night before, like a big stew or casserole or curry.
Notice a lot of this stuff is vegan too. A lot of this stuff is vegetarian, and you guys are really be eating good then. I'm just trying to show you some stuff. Don't always got to bust out the meat unless you really want to make sure you're getting your protein. And make sure that you balance your meals out, you guys. Make sure you balance them out.
Just pack it into Tupperware and take it to work. And if you find your energy does dip in the afternoon, you should look at your drinks. This was my blind spot for years. You sip them quickly and forget about them. Half of them are covered in health claims, low sugar, gut friendly. It all sounds great, but most drinks.
And high fructose corn syrup is in most drinks. Make your own drinks, you guys. Tea, chill it, add some stuff to your own tea. Actually be pretty good. I'm gonna show you the tea that I use.
So the shops are ultra processed. The issue is they don't fill you up like food. There's no chewing, there's no fiber. Your brain doesn't really register them. You can easily sip a whole day's worth of sugar before lunch and still feel hungry. Every now and then.
Hold on, I know. Hold on 1 second. I know I got the mic, but I want to show you guys the tea. I want to show you guys the tea. I want to show you guys the tea. I'm all the way down the hall. Hope you guys can still hear me. I hope I didn't mess anything up by doing this, but I want to put you guys onto a real tea that's going to actually really help you. And there's different categories. Let me check my audio real quick. I'm still here. Still good. Okay, still good. You guys, since I've been working on my eyes because I have the stigmatism. I'm hoping you guys see me. I'm sorry about that. I had to run away for a second. I wanted to go grab this tea because I promised you guys that I would show you. This is called Bravo Tea. This is a really good one right here. It's a really good brand. You guys can look this up, and it has many different sorts of types. This one I choose because it was called Healthy Eyes. This one is called Healthy Eyes right here, you guys. It's pretty expensive, I got to be honest with you, but it's made with a paper packaging. There is no glue holding the packaging together. Everything is biodegradable as well when it comes down to the packaging. So yes, you guys, this is the new tea that I've started to take. So the person that's concerned about their eyes, better eyes, you might want to look into Healthy Eyes, and this is by Bravo Tea. You guys check this one out right here. There's not many teas that you can buy in the store that are really good for you. How did I find this tea? I took a picture in the section and I asked AI, find me something with no carcinogens. Find me something that doesn't have this in it. And this was the best one that they actually found, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's keep on going. Yeah, so Rose, if that was you, you might want to look into that because Bravo Tea, Healthy Eyes, you might want to check that. Let's keep on going, you guys. I don't just talk it, I live it. So this is another reason why I want to show you guys that. Now, I don't just talk about it, I actually do the things that I tell you guys about so that you know I'm in the mix with you.
That's fine. But over time, it adds up. Liquid calories have been linked to weight gain, a high risk of type 2 diabetes, and heart issues. That's why swapping your drinks is one of the easiest wins of the entire day. If you love a flavored latte or pre-made coffee, swap it for...
Make your own.
one you make at home. It'll be cheaper, sweeten it yourself so you can gradually cut down the sugar and experiment with sweet spices, cinnamon, vanilla. I love a Turkish coffee. Cardamom adds that sweetness. Or an Indian chai, that adds a beautiful depth of flavor. You can also add cocoa for flavor with extra flavonols for those health benefits. Instead of bottled smoothies or juices, buy whole fruit. That way you keep the fiber, or you can make a smoothie at home with whole fruit, seeds, oats, and a bit of yogurt or nut butter. It takes seconds and it's far better for you. And if you drink kombucha or other gut health drinks, check the label. A lot of them are sweetened or they use fruit juice concentrates. You can still enjoy
Cortisol, yes.
every day. Instead, for regular gut support, I
Turkish coffee is good and rich. Twin, don't hit the folk.
go for fermented foods, kefir, sauerkraut, or a spoon of plain yogurt. That way you can guarantee you're getting good quality microbes in the form of a whole food. Water is obviously the best choice, but if you want something flavored, I love a good chilled herbal tea I make at home. You can try hibiscus, matcha, cacao nibs, mint, chai. They look phenomenal, and you even get a dose of anti-inflammatory polyphenols. At the end of the day, we all recognize that
It's dinner time. You're tired. You don't want to feel like cooking all of this stuff. You want to just go eat and go to sleep, right? We understand. But again, when it's those times of the day, you got to remember overnight what's processing, what did you put in your body, and how you're going to probably wake up. That's what I'm going to say on top of it. Try to eat the best dinner as possible. Let's get into dinner time.
this moment. You're tired, hungry, and dinner needs to happen right now. Which is why our shops are full of ready meals, chicken nuggets, frozen chips, pre-made sauces. It feels like a quick win, but in your moment of weakness, you're adding a ton of processed ingredients into your diet. Imagine two different meals that are the same calories and amounts of carbs, fats, and protein. One is ultra processed, whereas the other is made from whole foods. If you eat the processed version day after day, it puts you at high risk of weight gain and a host of other conditions that come with that. But I get it, it's hard to muster the energy midweek to start cooking from scratch. That's why instead of following a recipe, I personally follow a dinner formula that I can repeat even when I'm tired.
Smart.
Start with a core protein. This could be
Fish, tempeh, chicken, tofu.
A plant-based partner like beans or lentils.
And frozen foods, frozen vegetables are your friends.
Colorful veg. These could be frozen vegetables that are actually underrated as one of the best kitchen staples. A whole grain, and if you're really tired, you can use pre-cooked grains. They are minimally processed, and simply make a super quick dressing in seconds to bring it all together.
I want to just say invest in tomorrow by making your good meal and making sure that it's something that you're going to be able to sleep on that's a good meal.
Yogurt, satay, honey, lemon, and olive oil, or a herby tahini dressing. You can throw it all into a pan to stir fry. You can roast it on a tray with some spices, or simmer it all into a quick stew.
I don't like chickpeas that much either.
You can build 100 healthy meals from the same few ingredients. But if you are more of a recipe person, just pick 2 or 3 healthy dinners you absolutely love and make them your go-to. Mine are a 20-minute chickpea curry, a salmon tray bake with tahini dressing, and a Catalan-style cod. And the more you repeat them, the easier it gets.
And if you go to his page and his website, you'll be able to get the diet. You'll be able to get the recipes. So yes, we're going to share this later, and I'm going to tell you guys as his channel as well as the website. So you should go there, try to change your diet. You want to change some of your meal plans. A lot of us say, yeah, but what am I going to eat? Now we're going to help you out and let you know what the alternatives are. So far, they haven't been so bad, and they've still been delicious too.
When you end the day with a meal made from mostly whole foods, this is actually an investment in how you feel and show up tomorrow. So why does that, friends? Don't worry, I'm not here to take away your birthday cake, your celebrations when you're out, or your dad's iconic crumble. To me, that's part of a joyful life, and I don't think it needs to disappear for you to eat well. But what I'm talking about is the everyday dessert. A little sweet moment most evenings in front of the TV that happens on autopilot. And I used to get it all the time, but now I try and be a lot more intentional about it. A big tip from me is to create a nice wind down ritual after dinner. It's a bit like sending a signal to my brain that eating is done for the day. I'll brush my teeth soon after eating. That way I've created friction between me grabbing something out of boredom when I'm spending time with my family.
Never thought about that. Like right after you finish eating, brush your teeth because it's sending a signal to your body. That's it. I'm not eating no more today. I said I done brushed my teeth. That's it. Common sense signal. Good.
Do a bit of reading, I'll have a herbal tea. But when I do want something sweet, I'll usually go for something really satisfying, like good quality dark chocolate.
Me too.
Over 80%.
Yeah, me too.
Fruit or nut butter, or maybe a bite on a delicious day. Or if I'm really in the mood, I'll make my chocolate mousse with a secret ingredient for extra protein and fiber. If you want to see how I make it, click right here.
Yes, watch your calorie intake. And yes, we always show love, and we got to show you guys where we got the video from, because I would love for you guys to subscribe, because he has much more when it comes down to health and nutrition and health and wellness. What's the name of the channel? We've got The Doctor's Kitchen. Regular simple text. The Doctor's Kitchen. You guys repeat after me. Follow what I do. I'm going to go over here and do what? Subscribe to the channel. This way we make sure that we constantly have that coming into our playlist, and we'll constantly get updates on what he's got going on. And this has been how to unprocess your diet from breakfast to dinner. And then we got in parentheses for energy, gut health, and lower inflammation. If you guys got anything out of this, if you really feel like you really got something out of this story, let me see a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It lets me know that I'm on the right path to getting us where we want to be, and to making sure that I'm showing you guys interesting content that you guys are interested in. That's right, you guys. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. This has been the health and wellness section. What are we going to do tomorrow? You'll find out. Hey, Money Tree, what you got for me? Anybody else would like to send in any more ideas for our health and wellness section? All you got to do is email us directly at bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. And thank you so much for subscribing. Cag, you're letting me know that I'm doing my work. Kalesov, I love you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Just Joy. Thumbs up. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I do it. Where you going, Jordan? You leaving? Because I'm still here. I got more work to do. But guess what? If you got to go, I understand. I got some more work to do, my brother. Let's go. I hope you guys have been able to probably screenshot that, and maybe you're going over to our Discord, because guess what? As I've already shown and improved, I always make sure I always put the health and wellness in the Discord. So in 5 minutes, you're going to see when you go to Discord and say, I thought he said he was going to bloop. Wait a minute. He did put it in there. That's right, you guys. Every time we do one of our health and wellness section, I copy paste, we drop it in the Discord, so that if you want to watch the one from yesterday, it's there. You want to watch the one from last week, it's there. This way we can stay on point and go back to those videos at our own timing. We don't got to go search them out on YouTube and keep notes and stuff like that. Just be a part of the Discord, our bottom line Discord, where this doesn't stop and people keep on going. That's right, Wild Dog Media says your health is your wealth. All right, let's keep it going, you guys. Thank you so much. I got one more for you. Let's keep on. No, I don't got one more for you. Probably got a lot. I don't like telling y'all because I don't want you to leave. I love when you hang around. Let's get on over to Milton, Hershey School, where we got something as cool as a duck parade going on, and it brings joy to the students. Anybody know about Milton, the Hershey School? They got a duck parade going on. Yes, we love the animals, and we show them.
A parade with some feathers and a twist took over Milton Hershey School today. News 8's Taylor Hess shows us how the parade is bringing quacks and laughs to the school.
When I came in, Mrs. Pop said we're doing a duck event, and I was like, yes. For many students at Milton Hershey Elementary, it's a day they look forward to all year. We go. Students lining the halls for their annual duck parade.
The ducks are adorable, and the elementary students do their best to stay quiet. They cover their face, but it's really exciting.
Be quiet for the ducks. They try really hard to contain their excitement, but they're so cute. How can you blame them?
The ducks are really cute. They're so fast.
And when the ducklings make their way through,
Oh, she's mama.
they quickly become the stars of the show.
Every year a mama duck comes, lays her eggs right around April.
And then when the ducklings hatch, they and their mama are ready to leave the bush in the school courtyard. For roughly 10 years, the mom's been doing this, but getting out of the courtyard isn't so easy.
There's no way for her to get out. So then we create a parade route for her. So students line the halls and we guide her and her babies out right out the doors.
A surprise day for the students that's become a favorite for students and staff alike.
They're so excited about the ducks. They're so excited about being part in this. They love watching them. And then the students will then go down and check them out in the water throughout the rest of the year and kind of watch them grow.
In Dairy Township,
Bye guys.
Taylor Hess.
See you next year, Mama.
WGAL News 8.
They got their Walk of Fame too. The ducks got their own Walk of Fame, y'all. How y'all like that? You know we love the animals over there. You know we love our animals over here. That's right. Sometimes we got to get some stuff like that just to calm us down. Guess what? It ain't over. It ain't over. Thought you didn't like the beat. Ow, groove me. Oh, that was my joint right there. Baby, when I get you home tonight. We got more for you guys. Because guess what? Sometimes you don't need your parents to know how to get somewhere. I mean, we've seen little kids wind up at the at different restaurants. I don't know if that was a Popeyes, but I remember one little guy. He literally wound up at his favorite restaurant one time, and his grandmother didn't even know where he was at. The police had to bring him home. But I mean, that's different because that's a kid. What happens when a husky misses her doggy daycare? All of a sudden, her daddy's not taking her to doggy daycare and she's used to going every Monday. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Somebody's missing in the house because somebody said, you know what? Ain't I supposed to be at doggy daycare right now? Now, daddy, you ain't coming with me, but guess what? I know how to get there. Yes, you guys ain't gonna believe this one. We got a husky that goes viral after she takes herself to doggy daycare. Yeah, dogs are smart. Long as they know to walk the path, how to get somewhere, don't sleep. They can get themselves to where they gotta go. Check this out. This is when you love daycare so much, you show up unannounced without your mom and dad. This is crazy right here.
She said, oh my God, it's Missy. Missy's at the door. So I just, instinct was to run over and let her in. Of course, she was just kind of standing there staring, waiting for us to let her in. It was just a normal Monday. Missy was staying home that day because she had a vet appointment. She usually comes Mondays to Fridays. It was just before 11. I looked up and I saw this dog running around in the parking lot. I'm like, oh my God, there's like a dog loose in the parking lot. Honestly, we were just very surprised to see her. We were told that she wasn't coming, so the fact that she just happened to show up on her own was very shocking. Dad and her bike here every single day, so she's very familiar with her route. She has a specific routine, obviously. She was like, it's Monday, I'm supposed to be at daycare.
I could tell from the window she was very upset with me that I decided to go leave without her.
He said, I could tell by the video that she was upset with me for leaving without taking her.
She had dug her way out under the back gate and took herself to daycare because and it sounded like she just followed the route that we normally take in the morning with the bicycle. She really enjoys daycare. Even when I drop her off in the morning there.
You think so? Talking about she really enjoys daycare. You think so? Misty was like, ain't I supposed to be at daycare? Why are you leaving and I'm not going with you?
With the bicycle. She really enjoys daycare. Even when I drop her off in the morning, they're really good with her. She just shows up with her tail wagging. We call it butt wagging because she's wetting, but her butt's moving too. She's so excited. And that's just Missy, though. She's like that all the time. You can see us at the end of the day. She's excited all the time. The big thing is at least she was safe.
We figured that she went digging because her paws and her face and everything were quite muddy. So we thought might as well give her a little spa day, clean her up, make sure she's going home in good condition. And we felt really loved that she had come here to see us. I mean, she had the whole world at her feet and she came and chose to come to see us.
Now, literally, she looks like a pup still, but she's smart. She's a smart pup.
We just were very happy that she honestly made it here safely and that she feels safe enough in our care that this is the place that she chose to come to in that moment. I think it's a little bit of us and a little bit of her friend Shaggy, of course. They're typically here together on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So it was a Monday, and I think she knew that he was here wondering where she was and why she was late to come see me. She had to get cleaned up to see her man. She had to make sure she was all fresh and smelling nice, can't be in off the streets and then going to hang out with her boyfriend, of course. They went to prom last year together here. We had a prom and
Shaggy asked Missy to go when they had the cutest picture. With posting the video, we honestly just wanted to share a little bit of positivity and a little bit of a laugh with this. We got a lot of very sweet comments about how it's very clear that we care for the dogs and we love them. So it's been really nice to have people notice how much effort we put into the care for the dogs here.
So you can't be up off the street looking dirty now, girl. Got to clean up to hang out with her man. Now that was cute, you guys. If y'all love that story, go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Like, share, and subscribe to get many more people over here to our channel, Our Bottom Line. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? And if you're a big spender, hey, big spender. Spend $2.99 and become a member with us. That's right, you guys. And give me all the money in your pockets. Snap it to a Slim Jim. I'm just messing with you guys because I know had to pay that rent and it's probably crazy. And it's hard out here for a pimp. So we don't try to hit your pockets so much, but we do appreciate if you smash that like button, become a subscriber, and come on and be a part of our show. This is the part when I tell you guys, if you want to promote and get your brand out there, all you got to do, send us your promos. We're going to put them up in the post notification area so that all of our following and all of our people can see what you got going on. If you're a promoter, Party, Lisa, Got Coffee, many different people have gone ahead and sent us promo so we can put it up there and let you guys be aware of what we got going on. Got a couple of new promos going up very soon. Also, you guys, you know what we got going on, and I can't wait because we got a couple more days until what? Until the announcements of the dates of the Show Your Talent Search. That's the talent search that's being put together by Big Drip Hard Punch. And we're doing it right here in New York, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person online can be a part of it as well. What is the Show Your Talent Search? That's when we bring people together from all 5 boroughs. And if you're good, boom, you can make $250 in your borough. It's not just singing, it's not just dancing, it's not just one thing. It is the Show Your Talent Search. So if you got talent and you want to show it, this is the place to do it. Whoever wins in each borough, that's $250. And after we bring everybody together, boom, that's right, we're going to give the last person $1,000. And that's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. And I'm the host, Boogotti NYC. And yes, Miss Swanza knows it because she's already ordered it. If you want to get lit, go ahead and get some Big Drip. You guys want to be a part of the talent show? You want to go ahead and get yourself some Big Drip, 14% alcohol by volume. Not only that, comes in 12-ounce cans, not them little wacky 10 ounces. That's right, 12 ounces, 14% alcohol. One of them will do you right. Trust me, you don't want more than one of these unless you're feeling froggy or adventurous. Not only that, but if you want to be a part of the talent show, all you got to do is go to www.drinkbigdrip.com. You guys see it, 2 G's and 2 P's. Go to the first page. Put your email address in. They'll keep you posted on when the events are going to be and where we're going to be at. Not just me. It's going to be me and my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. And I might just be having a big announcement to make in another week or so. I'm talking about something major that's going to really take us to the next level, you guys. So excited about it. But you know what we do over here. Before we leave, before we get some of that Thursday air, before we keep on moving forward, you know how we get up out of here. We got to put those prayers in the air. We got to thank God for giving us another day, for coming together, for being healthy, for being able to show each other love and appreciation and understanding. This is our bottom line and it's our show. So what I want to do right now, I got to get those prayers in the air for happiness, love, for good health. I want to pray for understanding and consideration. I want to pray for peace, and I want to pray for let's do the love again, because love conquers all and it brings a lot together. Who am I praying for this morning? Colessive, Tanya Zimmer, Batty Lynn, Colessive. Gotta pray for liberty and justice, and Miss Swanza. There you go, Mary Tanner. There go my brother Jordan Jordan Dowdy. Okay, I seen Daniel go up. Winter Rising, Batty Lynn, Amanda. I see you in the building too. Angels Among Us, Colessive, Wild Dogger Media. There you go. Jack B. I see you, Jack. Who else we got up in here in the building? Miss Liberty and Justice for holding us down. Miss Swanza, Rose. Can't forget about Miss Keisha. And there you go, Kendra Walker. Who else we got up in here? Batty Lynn, Sweet RV, Drell, D Real. Who else we got up in here? B. Brangela, Teddy Marcel, my brother. Irma, God bless you too. Jordan Dowdy, Adam, there you go. Tanya Zimmerman, there you go. God bless the child, 808. Who else we got up in the building right now? Rose, I saw you already. CJ the cat, always on point. Curls, Carrier, Batty Lynn. Can't forget about Sarita, and we got to make sure that we put it up for Terry. Can't forget about Winter Rising. Okay, we got my brother Casey Ramos. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about Jordan Dowdy. Can't forget about Terry. Also got to make sure that we get in there. Dot focus. Let's keep on moving. Who else we got that just came in? Batty Lynn, thank you for always being on point with the audio. And Mark Gabriel, God bless you. King of New York. Amen. That's right, you guys. Y'all know what today is. It's Thursday. Get out there and be adventurous. Don't listen to nobody about your dreams. If you're really trying to get some stuff together, y'all saw these 89-year-old lady and a 91-year-old. If you want to put a rap album out, I'm not going to tell you not to do it. I don't know what you guys are capable of. You limit yourselves, and that's why we don't do that over here. We just keep on striving for success. We pray for each other, and that we hope that we can make the best out of what we're given. And we appreciate every single day. And I appreciate you guys. And with that being said, y'all could have went anyway. And I don't normally do it like that. Let's do it the other way, to turn up and get out of here the right way. Woo! Ric Flair style. Woo! There we go. Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came here to chill with me on Thursday, our bottom line, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, right here, 6 o'clock, same location, same station. Y'all know how we do it. Got him! Peace. Join that Discord. It does not stop. Our bottom line at Discord. Got some love for your boy? Go ahead and hit that Cash App up. We appreciate you. The middleman don't get it when you do it that way. Get him! Peace.